What's going on, friends and family? What's happening? Just got done doing Stock Club and a Patreon. I'm gonna have that uploaded for you guys in the morning. For those of you that missed it, you missed out on a good one. You missed out on an incredibly good one. I think I got a good show lined up for y'all today. I don't like that. I think I got a good show lined up for y'all today. What up? Y'all like my Minions hoodie? Like the actual material? It's the same material that's made out of the it's like a Lego. It's like a Lego material. It's made out of the same material that I got the Porsche one, and the R2D2. I like Minions. I think we went and seen Minions at not the actual movie, but we went and rode the ride at Universal Studios or something like that. Yeah, the Minions ride was fun at Universal Studios. What up? What up? What up? Shout out to your car holding me down. Junior, shout out to you. Says just got caught up with Stock Club. Came in late from Bible study. Anton, you truly breaking it down from a C student's perspective because I was able to keep up. Shout out to everybody that's a part of the Patreon. Link is in the description. I feel like I got a missile on the back of my head. It's like a missile looking thing. Shout out to my bag chasers that's in the Patreon. Blessings to the chat, says Universal Trappers. Tim is in the building. What up, Tim? Peace and Pan-Africanism, says Tim. E Senior, Daniel Berry, Spaces, Big Pressure, Link Jack, Sam the God. If y'all not a part of Stock Club, y'all missing out. Who gonna tell the story about the person who said you wasn't going to be Ish? Oh, they said, am I gonna tell the story about the person who said I wasn't gonna be Ish? Talking about my former teacher. I don't know if y'all heard that story before. I don't know if I told that story before. I'll tell you about that story real quick. Video game controller hobble. Oh, shout out to my dog Jay Boogie holding me down with the fireball. I appreciate you. All right, so I'll tell you that story real quick, and then we're gonna get into the show. So back in high school, I had teachers that said that I wasn't gonna be anything, right? And so they would often say that. Well, it was some teachers that felt like I wasn't gonna be anything because they felt like my wife, the person that I'm married to now, was too good for me. And obviously, I disagree. Shout out to my dog, Tim. I appreciate you. Tim says, building fun, appreciate the knowledge you give. I appreciate you for holding me down. If y'all not a part of the Patreon, link is in the description. It's truly a gem. Seriously, y'all. But I had a teacher, and he said that I wasn't going to be Ish because he had lost a bet, right? Well, one of the reasons was because he lost a bet. So this is how it went. I never told this part of the story. I always said that it was a teacher that said that I wasn't going to be Ish, right? He wanted to become a principal at one of the schools and stuff like that. But I understand why they say that C students or A and B students work for C students because A and B students are usually the ones that's looking to follow the rules to the T. Now, there's nothing wrong with following the rules to the T, but here's the difference. C students are always looking for a better way to do it. It's not that A or B students are smarter than C students. It's more that A and B students don't know how to think outside of their current system that they're in. So when they trying to figure out how they can intimately follow the rules to beat you at your own game, C students are usually the ones that's trying to figure out a better way to do it. The C students, in my opinion, are better engineers. And sometimes that pathway to them figuring that out also comes with a couple bumps in the road because they may have done things that may not be so sweet. So, for example, I bet you it was a C student that started to think about the idea of why we should use artificial intelligence to make our jobs easier. Because A and B students just do what the C students tell them. We the ones that's the creatives. We the ones that come up with the ideas. We the ones that's always innovative. That's why when I see people copying from me on lives and they take my style or they take my talking points or they try to take what it is that we talking about and stuff like that, I don't trip about it because I got so many ideas and I'll probably never be able to get out all of the things that I want to talk about. But to get back to the story, so we was in high school. I went from My dad had sent me to private school for middle school, and then when we got into high school, I went to back to public school, but it was one of the better public schools. You actually had to take a test to get into it. It's in downtown Detroit, right? It's actually just like less than a mile away from my office in downtown Detroit. But I had this calculus something teacher. I don't even know what level of calculus it was. That junk was calculus what? Okay, so we had a calculus class, and Rita just so happened to be in a calculus class with me also. And so he loved her. Like ever since I was younger, everybody around me always loved Rita more than they loved me. And fuck them. That's so stupid because I was the one that was the good one. They don't know who she really is. Like I know her.
Don't try to tarnish my character.
No, I'm not gonna tarnish your character. But I'm just saying, like, they don't know that the goodness of you comes from me. I made you good. If it wasn't for me, honey, you would probably be for the streets. And she knows this. So when they see the good in her, including the teachers, like I'm the one that told her, hey, don't be out here dotting and bopping it up, or don't ever lose your virginity and make sure you stay down and all of that. And I was the one that was protecting her. Even back then, I was telling her, hey, sit your black butt down and get home. They looking at her like, oh my God, Rita is so sweet. But even in high school, I was fucking grooming her. I was telling her how she was supposed to move and when she was supposed to move and when she was supposed to do it. I said, listen, that little friend of yours that's over there, that's going to be a hot one. Leave that hoe alone. Did I not? Did I not?
Yep.
Thank you. And so honestly, honest to God, like she had a mind of her own. She's always been smart. She's always been sweet spirited. But I was the guiding principle for her. And so, because I had to be the monster in the streets, they looked at her as the good one. Anyway, so it's always been an affinity for me. They could see her eyes, even though I wasn't talking to her in high school, her eyes would always light up when Anton came in the room. And that's just the nature of all of the women. But Rita had a special affinity for Time Dog. And so when he seen that, he was like, oh no, this is the calculus teacher. Oh no, don't mess with him. Then I beat him out of a deal. We had this final test, right? And, was we seniors? I think we were seniors. We were seniors, and we had this final test. And I was the type of student that never, ever went to class. I only showed up on test day. Now, in this particular day, I didn't know what the hell was going on because I was out here having fun. It was my senior year. Rita was going to class and all of that. And so it was a test. Because the teacher himself, he was a fat ass. He had to hurry up and get up and go to the bathroom. And so I got up, and I had a level of respect amongst all of the rest of the kids. So I got up, went up there, and got a test that was already completed from one of the previous classes because it was the same test, right? So I got it, and I copied it, and I was really good, and I did all of my own work, and I wrote all of the answers down. And then I gave it over to my homeboy, and my homeboy was also copying it. But I had told him, I said, listen, don't put the exact same answers in the test. Change a couple things from mine so that it'll actually make sense, right? But I passed it over to my homeboy, so he was over there copying it. He wound up doing it great in life, right? And then he got up and he turned his test in, and he also, under his test, he turned in the other tests from the other class. So all I had was my tests and my answers, but most of my answers was copied from somebody else's test. I didn't have it anymore. So he automatically knew, he felt like I was cheating. He knew that I was going to be wrong. So he waited and I waited and everybody else had started getting up. So I started getting up towards the end of the class, went and turned my test in. He looked at it and he was like, so how'd you cheat? Because somebody had snitched on me in the class. Somebody had said, I think Anton took a test from up there. Because, I did it in front of everybody because I didn't give a fuck. And somebody was like, I think Anton is cheating, but they didn't tell him how. And so he asked me right in front of the class, and everybody was standing there waiting to see what was going to happen. He said, how'd you cheat? How you cheat? Tell me how you cheated or whatever, so on and so forth. And so I was like, and I don't know what the hell you talking about, bro. He was like, I know it's in your book bag. I mean, he was 1,000% sure. He was like, I know that the test that you cheated off of is in your book bag or it's in your back pocket. I know that it's on you. And I said, fam, listen. So I played it off. I knew what was going to happen. And so I played it off. I'm like, man, I have no idea what you're talking about. And so everybody is standing around. So he got something to prove to the rest of the seniors in the class. He said, I tell you what, if I find that test on you, if you let me check you and I find that test on you, I could fail you. You give me permission, regardless of what your grades are, I could fail you right now. And I was like, all right. And I told him, you remember this. I tell you what though. I said, let's say you don't find a test on me. I said, you got to make sure that I pass with a B plus at minimum. And he took the bet. He took the bet. I literally took all of my stuff off. I took my shirt off. I let him go through my book bag. He went through that stuff for about 15 minutes straight. He could not figure out what the fuck was going on. He could not figure it out. But I will give him some credit. He did give me my grade. He was a man of his word. My calculus teacher was a man of his word. He gave the grade. But I had already finessed him. I had already beat him. Because I knew I didn't have it. My homeboy had already turned the test in and all of that other type of stuff. Way before that, like at least 15, 20 minutes before I even got up. And so he going through my stuff, and I'm just sitting there laughing. I'm cracking up because I know, and he know, that he lost. But he was a man of his word. But before he let us go out, he pulled Rita to the side, and he told her, hey, don't mess with him. He never going to be nothing in life. That nigga tried to curse me. Yeah, he did. But he never knew that I got the finesse on him. But he did come back and apologize. I wound up making a post because when I started getting big and I started showing my check stubs, this was before I even started showing it on YouTube. I was showing how much money I'm making with my bank accounts. So I've always been like this. And I said, yeah. And this teacher said that I was never going to be nothing. And I've been married for all of these years. And he came back and apologized. He did. There's a new story for y'all. He came back and apologized. So I got the apology, I got the girl, I got the money, and I got the grade. Fuck you. I'm like a modern day politician. I won in every single category. I got the girl, I got the money, I got the grade. I beat everybody that had been studying all year long and been struggling through that class. And I got an apology from him later on in life. How you like that, bro? I'm a winner. I've been winning all my life. I've been winning all my life with my Minion shirt on. I'm ready to get started with the show. I won. I won in every sense of the word. Let me get started with the show. All right. So I'm going to let y'all determine what we're going to talk about first. Shaquille O'Neal said never to trust women. Donnie Wiggins is on here talking about men. Eboni K. Williams is out here talking about black men and a black woman's worth. And then it's this girl named Major Galore. I guess she was on the Real Housewives. And she over here talking greasy about men. So let me tell y'all again. Shaq said never trust these hoes. Donnie Wiggins, which I guess is some kind of financial coach, but she talking about dating. Because I actually did a little bit of a clip of it. But it was so much from that interview that I still wanted to glean off of. Eboni K. Williams is back on the scene. And Major Galore is talking greasy about men. He probably is watching this. What are you going to do, take my grade back? I won like a motherfucker, bro. All y'all saying Shaq. Y'all want to go with Shaq? Maybe I'll tell y'all a different story or I'll write it down. Oh, it's one person that's saying Shaq. There's a few people that's saying Shaq. Eboni K. Williams, Donnie Wiggins, Shaq, then Donnie, Shaq. There's a lot of stories circulating about his ex-wife right now. His past his wife too. All right, Chaz, we'll talk about Shaq. Hey, your car. Do me a favor, big dog. See if you can find a timestamp of what Shaq was talking about. It's this video that he did on his podcast, the big podcast, and he was on there with what's his name? Country Wayne, and some other guy. And he was talking about how never trust a woman with Country Wayne. I don't know where to find it in that whole thing because it's like an hour long, but I don't want to go through that whole thing. I want to just find it real quickly. So your car, if you can find a timestamp for that, I'm gonna pull it up right here, and then we can get into it. After Hours is literally my favorite show. Oh, did y'all see that Mika interview that I dropped? A lot of people feeling a certain type of way about that sexy Mika. I'm about to call Mika real quick before I get into this. Man, where my phone at? I don't even know if she up. I might be calling too late, but we'll see what happens. Usually the ladies answer for Time Dog.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
She be getting up so early though, so she probably is still laying down. Mika is fine. Mika fine as hell. Alright, Shaq. Your car. If you wind up finding that where he talk about don't trust these hoes, and you find it in the timestamps, keep me informed.
10 children? Oh, okay.
Small town, 3,000 people.
So
I had to keep people attention.
Yeah.
have you ever had a skit that wasn't funny?
And I thought about it.
Have you ever thought about doing stand-up?
Oh, I never want to.
Yes. When was the first time that you remember like watching Shaq?
Oh, you know what? Stop the podcast. Country Wayne, no Bakazam. This shit over.
Oh, that movie hit, right? Because I
Tell him I said, first of all, that movie is for kids.
Oh, you probably tried to mess with him
I did. Remember that candy scene where Daddy can.
as a genie.
it was
You know, like you could take that.
hip hop in it.
Yeah.
Really? You got it that fast at 25 minutes? That can't be the same. That can't be right though. I don't think that's right. That can't be right. Let me see.
And Shaq
Was hitting threes.
I always said that. I always said it. My
I
game with
watched
Steph.
baby hooks. Little finishing move. You had the baby.
I never heard nobody else say that. Thank you, brother.
have fun and life short.
I know you don't need my permission, but you can talk about me anytime you want, brother. I love you. I
Appreciate it, man.
like, you know, people want, oh, you got 10 kids. I have a lot of children also, but I protect, provide, and I love for my kids. So it don't matter what they say.
Nah, boy, I don't care.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, they knew how much I didn't care. They wouldn't waste their time.
I'm gonna have to use that one.
That was.
I don't care this much. People knew how much I didn't care, man.
Was there a time when you did?
Never in my life.
Never in your
never?
life.
I never care about
Where does
nothing.
that come from?
Man, I don't know. Now I did lose my mama early. Hey, so after that was like I lost her at 11. So that's
sorry
the
to
worst
hear
thing
that.
could happen.
Yeah.
At that time, she my real mama. On to my, she feel warm.
Right.
I'm staying with her, so it's like it ain't really that serious. If it ain't,
After that-
like, bro, I don't care, man. I'm talking about. That's what's wrong with my relationships because it's like if it ain't real,
Right.
we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Before we go out of the
gotta
country,
move
we
it.
gotta get your student loans paid. It's prioritized. So I can't talk to you about that until we handle.
Yeah, let's just handle this nonsense. real
You need to
quick.
go to the dentist.
Yeah.
Like, what is you talking about?
Yeah.
What we talking about, man? If it ain't prioritized now, because if you ain't prioritized, I'm not finna waste my time giving no intellectual conversation to something. So now let's just have fun. I be trying to teach women how to trap me. I'm like, man, I'm trying to teach you how to trap me, make me
Bro,
crazy.
Hey.
Yeah.
In the words of Will Ferrell, did we just become best friends?
Hey, man,
I've been doing the same thing.
So give me an example of things you said. What
Like,
do you mean by getting trapped?
Like, okay, so a relationship is about what you need, not what you want. So if I say, hey, I need, when I come home, to have my hookah ready and rub my feet and just be quiet, I'm giving you the answers to the...
And if that were to happen,
Yo, on the real though, does this not just literally substantiate what I've always been saying forever? One guy on a Monday night show, not this last Monday, but the Monday before that, he said, how do you know that all men want the same thing? They absolutely, positively want the same thing. He just literally said the same thing that every last one of the rest of the men want. Peace and quiet. Peace and quiet. He said the same thing that every other man want. Literally. Every other man said, Shaq said the same thing. Shaq, champion, Laker, whole thing, said the same thing that every other man is always saying. We want peace, quiet. Hey, just get my hookah ready and rub my feet. We good. You'll be able to live the good life. He said that we be trying to give y'all the answers to the test. And on a regular basis, y'all always flunking because y'all always come up with what you think that we want instead of paying attention to what we say that we want. So you want to do what you want to do. And Shaq and Country Wayne is basically agreeing with the exact same thing that we say on a regular basis. I'm telling you, man, men are so simple. We are so incredibly simple. We are not complicated creatures. Some of us might be a little bit extra. You know what I'm saying? We might even have a couple little things. Yeah, so my girl Mika. What up, Mika?
Hey, what's going on?
Chilling. I'm on a live stream. You got the channel going in a tizzy over there.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my God. What you done did to these people?
I don't know. I'm just being my regular self.
You're gonna have to check your DMs in the morning. You gotta check your DMs in the morning.
Everything is on silent at 11, so
I know.
I just happened to look at the phone, and so it is. But yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check your DMs in the morning.
I saw it. Well, I didn't see the DMs, but I saw the video go up. I was like, oh, I liked it. It was real dope. And I saw all the comments. I said, oh, I gotta wait for the morning to do that, to read those.
Now I gotta bring you back to the city.
Oh, man, anytime.
I don't know if I should bring you back soon or I should wait till it's get a little bit warmer outside.
What's y'all's winter? How long is it?
I don't know. It's Michigan weather. It's bipolar. I'm gonna show you a good time no matter what, though. So.
Well, I told you before. I'm ready when you are.
You ready when I am?
I'm ready when you are.
I like that. You never say no.
Nah, ready when you are.
All right. I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
All right.
Bye. It could all be so simple. Ladies, it's such a simple formula. You know what the formula is? Yes. If you get a yes in your spirit, life is good. You get a yes in your spirit, life is good. All right? Y'all ready to get it popping? Let's get back into this Shaq conversation.
Happen every day. I can't leave you.
The answer to the test. Yeah, that's.
Cook me some. I'm hungry. I don't care what you got on, trying to turn me on. If I'm hungry, I ain't studying that. When a man is hungry, you can't even think straight. I told everybody I was with in the past, I'm hungry. My last girl, her mama bought her a cookbook because she was OG and she seen that as long as Wayne got something to eat, cause he already like his on here.
Right.
If I'm here, that mean I like this. I like the set. I like your vibe. I like to lay with you.
Yeah.
So now it's the little details.
Yes.
Always.
In the military, they taught me attention to detail. Teamwork.
You was in the
is the key.
military?
Yeah, I went to basic training. I ain't go back.
Okay.
But attention to detail. Teamwork is the key. Yeah.
When you're in basic training, are you just seeing jokes everywhere? Like, are you just wanting to make people, like, have you always wanted to make people laugh?
No.
No, I want to get to the point where he said, don't trust women because I need the full context.
Money. So I went on the way to 12th grade. They let you go split ops. I said, and I realized what I like doing, but I was ex of mine learned how to cook, and they trying to feel like because out there I went vegan, and they were like, "Why you? I was good to you, baby." So many women could give me that coochie. So many women could listen to me talk.
Yeah.
But I was giving you a detail that, man, I really needed for me.
Do you know, ladies, if you want to cook for Country Wayne, what is your favorite food?
My favorite foods.
Fried chicken.
No, I'm vegan.
Oh, vegan now.
So
Okay.
I like just something warm. Just cook it.
I would
you
love
cook
to
vegan
host a
food?
Cook for Country vegan cook-off where beautiful women come in and cook them dishes.
One girl was cooking.
This is a reality show.
I had a hood girl cooking, boy. I told her she from the hood. I was with her for about 6 months. Nobody didn't know it. But she was cooking that food. I had on the road. She was cooking the food.
If vegetables are cooked in like pork grease, would you eat that or no? It needs to be full vegan.
I wouldn't eat it, but if I was forced to, if I ain't have nothing to eat,
Yeah.
like if I was in a situation where I couldn't afford nothing, but nah, I don't.
You're keeping it clean.
I keep it clean. I've been vegan for like 9 years now, so.
Great.
Earlier you mentioned Desi. I know that's your partner.
There's
but-
Want to get
Sure.
Hey, if y'all find a timestamp where he said don't trust women, let me know where that's at because I'm trying to figure out where that's at.
Fall into their world, especially with his cadence. Because Williams have a cadence of, it's like music. Come with keep going. Now, because, I got that country draw. Bernie Mac got it. What a lot of people in the culture really think anyway.
Yeah.
The reason why it feel like, dang.
But stay up's the most important.
Both of them. I'm saying, but stay up is all of them. The day you
in your feet.
She don't. I lost it. She gonna stroke your ego, but she gonna remember that time you cannot let them see you one time down. The world can't see your head down one time.
Ever.
So I'd tell people.
I want you both to know that you can.
No.
And I know that you've experienced.
Cannot.
I don't want to get to like Dr. Phil shit right now.
No, but
You don't think you've ever had someone that you really could trust and really open up?
Now, if you want to keep it, if you want to give somebody else some coochie all the time, you know what I'm saying, if you want to bad one, I'm just being real.
No, I guess.
You open up to a woman?
Yeah.
Never. No, never.
When's the last time you think you've opened up to a woman?
We don't.
Your whole life?
Bro, I'm telling you.
Man, got players like I could, me and him related.
Yeah.
It's our first time meeting,
Yeah,
but
I can tell you guys, there's some connection here.
Oh, no.
They're going to tell you can.
Because you know why?
But it's a trap.
Because you know why?
I'm trapped like a motherfucker.
No, I'm going to tell you why. Because once you do, whenever something go down, they're going to throw it back in your face.
That's
why.
That's real.
That's why. So you can't ever.
That's why you crack it. Your dad left.
Yeah.
Even business though, like that rule even go for business.
Oh,
like you stay up, your contracts keep coming. So it's just a universal law. Stay up and stop.
Do you have anything that you say to yourself in the mirror, or is it? I know you have like a blessings book.
Well, hold on. Let's back up for a minute. Let's back up for what he just said. People miss what Shaq just said.
Again.
Because you know why?
But it's a trap.
Because you know why?
I'm trapped like a motherfucker.
No, I'm going to tell you why. Because once you do, whenever something go down, they're going to throw it back in your face.
Hey, how many of y'all agree or disagree? Before I give my perspective, how many people that's in this live stream right now actually agree that you never become that vulnerable to where you tell women or you expose yourself to women to the point to where you trust them? You trust them with your deepest, darkest secrets, or not even that you trust them, but that you would expose yourself. You would expose yourself to a woman and that you'd be willing to share every single thought that goes on in your mind. Agree, facts. I trust women to be women. Agree. In facts, they will use it against you. 10,000% agree. I will never open up to these women. Look at what the guys are saying. 100% agree. Truth, agree. Totally agree. Nope, never become super open. I agree. I have seen it many times before. Shout out to AB. I'm glad that you like my hoodie, love. Agree. It ain't none of their business or burden. Agree. 100% agree. Telling facts. Agree. The risk, the odds are too bad to take that risk. Man, every single person that's in this chat, every single man said that they agree 110%. They will weaponize the information against you. I agree. We will throw it in your face, but sometimes it's not intentional. Hell no, agree. Only if you don't want to be respected. See what I'm saying? No one hurt Shaq. Women routinely weaponize shit when you put it too much trust in them. Done that twice. Not doing it again. There's just some things you learn to keep close to the vest. Facts, trust yourself. I'd rather work a 9 to 5. Trust ye not in your friend. Bible says a good woman is hard to find, and I've been saying this for a while. Lorenzo, why do you disagree? I need to pin the link to the top of the chat for the people that that may disagree with me. I want to make sure that I give y'all some room to speak to the kid. if you want to make sure that I'm gonna pin that to the top of the chat for the people that disagree. They say that simp territory, look at you differently, disagree. Why would you disagree, Lorenzo? And if you want to, you are more than welcome to come up here and be able to. I mean, you don't have to, but you can if you want to. All right. Let me refresh. Give me a second. I'm gonna pin that to the top of the chat, just in case anybody ever won't, because this is after hours, so that's what we do, baby. We just make sure we get to it. We run it up. I see y'all ain't hit a like for the algorithm, though. Acting stingy with y'all likes. Why y'all acting so stingy with the likes? Listen, this is my sentiment. Oh, Lorenzo's girl is sitting next to him. If anybody disagree with me throughout this show in general, you're more than welcome to call in. The call-in line is right there. You don't even have to be on camera if you don't want to. I'm not going to force you. It's funny because right before I went live today, I was talking to Rita, right? And we was discussing it, and because Rita is like everything in her. I don't know what it is that women got on them. I don't know why they do it. I don't know why it's and so. That's what I'm trying to understand, ladies. If any lady is in this and they can help me to understand, why is it so important for y'all to know this? Tell your mama to come here if she's available. Why is it so important for y'all to know this? I don't understand. Why is it so? That's the real question, right? The question isn't whether or not men should share, because we know better. The men that know, the men that's been around the block a couple times, we know. Come here, babe. You was busy? What was you playing? Crossword puzzles? Coloring? You was coloring? This chick is in there coloring. Let me ask you a question. Why is it so important for y'all to know the innermost thoughts, the deepest, darkest? Like, I'm telling you, man, she be on my head top. She be practically about to, I don't know what's wrong with her. Like, for the last 20 something plus years, she just adamant. She is fiercely adamant. She been asking me for years, for over 2 decades, to share more. Let me know your innermost thoughts. What is it? Why do y'all have to know?
It makes us feel more connected. It makes you seem more human and regular. And it also allows you to let go of a lot of the stress and the burdens that you carry all day, every day.
I don't know. What's the make you seem more human part?
Because all humans have feelings and reactions and emotions. And so when you don't have any, you seem unhuman.
You think I act inhumane or unhuman?
Yes.
How do I act unhuman?
Because you don't have any emotions.
Why do I need emotions?
Because you're human and all humans have emotions.
But why do I have to react based off of whatever it is that I feel? How come I can't control that?
Because you think that you're controlling it, but you're actually not. Because
How am I not?
Because I'm with you every day, and I can tell when something is bothering you, when something is off. You don't have to say it, but it comes out in other areas. It comes out in your work. It comes out in your attitude. It comes out in how you deal with me. It comes out in other ways. And it's like, okay, if you just talk about it and say what's really going on, we could avoid all the other stuff.
You're not about to finesse me. I know. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, okay, but listen.
So then what is the problem with sharing? Why don't you want to share?
Got to keep it close to the vest, baby.
Why?
Because that's the best way to deal with it.
How?
What do you mean how?
How? Explain.
Because first of all, they give me my edge. It keeps my head on a swivel. It keeps me from getting too comfortable. It keeps me focused. It keeps me from crashing out. It makes sure that I stay situationally aware. I never get too comfortable. I never get too rested. I'm never gonna get off my square. I'm always gonna keep, you know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna stay focused. And I've learned how, listen, as long as you don't react to the emotions and make bad decisions as a result of it, that's all that matters. All of that extra stuff, that's for females. Listen, when I see these guys, getting on their extra crying emotion and everything that they do, they're gonna throw things and they starting to throw tantrums like Trey from Boys in the Hood. That's weak to me. That shows when I see that in guys, when they start carrying that free spirit weakness around them, around every single day, I know that he a mark. I know that I'm gonna beat him because he don't have the same edge that I have. He not as focused. He not as zoned in. He gonna have to recalibrate himself. I never miss. I'm never off. I never allow myself to get too comfortable in no situation. And more importantly, I'm never gonna put myself in a situation where I feel like that's ever gonna throw me off my game or somebody can leverage that information and do it against me. I mean, it's just the way that I've been taught. Like, you have to, as a man, move around with an edge. And I'm never going to miss for the sake of having a self-inflicted wound for something that I could have controlled. Like, what is me sitting here whining and what is that gonna do?
No, I'm not saying that you got to do it on YouTube for everybody to see and all of that type of stuff. That's not what I'm saying.
Shout out to Daryl Pullins also with the 20 ball and the 10 ball on Cash App. I appreciate you, big dog. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, like, that could be something like personal. Like, I'm not saying go on YouTube and start crying and being all emotional. I'm not saying that, but I mean that could be something that you do in private. Nobody has to know.
But why can't I just vent out in other ways? Like, we got other ways that we can deal with that.
But you don't, though.
I do. I channel it into my work.
I mean, okay. At this point, I know who you are, so I don't even try.
But why does it bother you though? Is what I'm wondering.
I mean, everything that I just said. Because
But that don't have nothing to do with you.
it comes out in other ways. You're saying that it doesn't have anything to do with me, but it actually does because I'm the person who's with you for the majority of your day. I lay next to you. I see you. I can see when something is wrong, when something is bothering you. Like, you don't have to say it, but it shows, like I said, in other ways, in how you talk, how you act, how you treat me, how you move. It comes out in all of those ways. So it actually is affecting me.
I treat you well. That's all that matters, baby.
That's all that matters.
Why you so agreeable? See, that's why I like you. I like you. Are you happy?
Mm-hmm.
Go get in the bed. Go on and get in the bed. Don't do it. Stay focused. Stay focused, fellas. Stay focused. Look at the women in the chat. No, she's not asking you to act like an uncontrolled child throwing tantrums. She's saying be vulnerable. For who, Asha? For who? Mm-mm. 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 And let me tell y'all something else. And listen, she loved me. And I love that she loved me. No, I don't think that Rita would ever use anything against me. Like I said, I think that this don't have nothing to do with whether or not she would ever use it against me. That's not my concern. I'm not worried about Rita. I trust Rita with my life. So that's not what it is. She one of the realest people that's ever came into my life. That's not this conversation. This conversation is just about men in general and about maintaining your masculinity and making sure that you got that edge on you. So that you always on top of your game. I mean, it's a sign of weakness, in my opinion. I think it's a sign of weakness. So, yeah, man, I trust her with my life, but I'm not worried about that. But of course, Tam, that you agree with that. Of course you do. But I don't know. I just move differently. And if any lady is able to explain this to me differently, then I'm always open to it. But I just agree with Shaq. I agree with Wayne. And again, I don't think that just because you off your square or you not on your square, or that you married, that you supposed to automatically turn into this sucker. I just don't know where that came from. Why do guys feel like once they say I do at the altar, then they automatically got to start turning into some suckers? Shout out to Chris Moore. I agree with you. I agree with you, and I roll with you. You said I agree with Shaq. Also, Darren Pullins hit me with 220 or a 10 and a 20. Let me give you a shout out. Shout out to you, big dog. Thank you, my friend. Always holding me down. I appreciate y'all. Thank you to everybody that support the platform. Let me move on. So, all right, this is y'all show. And again, at any point, anybody can call into the show. And you don't even have to cam up if you don't want to, if you disagree with me or you want to give me some more insight. Shout out to Chad. Shout out to all of my ladies that send a chat. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Mika. I appreciate you, Mika. And I mean, they be wanting you to share your deepest, darkest thoughts, too. That is so weird to me. And maybe it's just because I'm a guy and y'all a girl. But I just can't do it. All right, so we got a couple more or a few more that we can go through. We got Eboni K. Williams, Major Galore, and Donnie Wiggins. Eboni K. Williams, Major Galore, and Donnie Wiggins. Which one y'all want to go with? Hit me with it. I'm letting y'all choose inside of the chat. I'm letting y'all choose inside of the chat. Let me see what y'all talking about. Major. No jumper, Shawnee Shaq's ex-wife. What are y'all talking about? Donnie Wiggins, Major. Eboni, Miss Donnie, Major. I might have to let me put a poll in the chat. Because I don't think y'all know what y'all want at this point. Let me put a poll in the chat. And then y'all could tell me what it is that y'all want. All right? That'll be easier. I'm about to drop a poll in the chat and we'll go from there. Let's see. Poll. Add an option. Major Galore. Might be ladies' night. All right, I just dropped the poll. Y'all on that Eboni K. Williams hard. I'm gonna give y'all a couple more minutes while I figure this out. What's up, Les? What's up, Les? If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Well, definitively, it looks like Eboni K. Williams. It ain't even, it's by a long shot. It's Eboni K. Williams. All right, we're just gonna go with Eboni K. because that's what it is. And let me set that up. I have not seen this yet, so somebody sent this to me. And so when I go over this, I'm looking at it for the first time, just like y'all looking at it for the first time. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. We all discovering this together. All right. What's going on with Rondo Williams? I heard that Rondo Williams. Rondo. I heard he got arrested over in New York. Out here running around looking like a fool.
These real boss men, they do not desire a financial or an intellectual equal. They are not attracted to it. It is a
This is how we gonna start it off, y'all. How they gonna start the whole clip off just with this? Okay, let's use our context clues before we get into it. We got old girl with yellow hair. Now she got yellow hair. Not even Eboni K. Williams. Yellow hair and green fingernails. Yellow hair and green fingernails. Just to start off. Let me back up for a minute. We got some bigums on the panel too. Good job. Good Jesus Christ. Yo.
These real boss
what
men?
what is up with what are y'all eating? What are y'all eating? I'm gonna check that Rondo out in a minute, but what the hell is happening? Eboni K. Williams happened to be the most feminine looking woman on the panel. But good God, these women in the United States today is masculine as hell. All right, let's get into it. I want to hear what they talking about.
They do not desire a financial or an intellectual equal. They are not attracted to it. It is a turn off. The pee-pee goes, burp, burp, burp. It does. I'm telling y'all the truth. They did not go to law school, L'Oreal, so they could end up with a peer.
And the name of the show is called Listen to Black Women. Jesus Christ.
Here with Elle Varner. I'm a feminine woman, and traditionally I want to play the feminine role.
Eboni K. Williams. Our show up in this world is Eboni K. Williams, and no man can just hop on that.
And the beautiful Melissa Ford.
I want to preface all my answers with the fact that I am a progressive traditionalist.
I didn't even know that was Melissa Ford at first. I ain't even gonna cap.
And let me tell y'all something. You are in for a treat of an episode because you are sitting amongst women that are always going to tell it like it is, whether they get backlash or not. So we have a lot of issues when it comes to when we want to say what we want as Black women. Right, Eboni?
Well, since you went there, yeah, it's interesting. So the past several months where I've been leading conversation amongst Black women and beyond, I think the main thing I've learned from this, y'all, is people really want Black women to be happy with anything. What people really want Black women to understand is that we are to be accepting of our positioning as the least desirable in society. We should get the memo that nobody really wants a Black woman. Thus, if anybody was to find themselves willing to take up with us, we should be happy, we should be grateful, and we should shut up about it. And if you are a Black woman that dares to push back on that mythology, because that's what it is, it's a damn lie from the pits of hell.
Right.
And if you were to push back on that and insist upon a value system, insist upon a criteria, insist upon just a standard into which we want to operate romantically, we are demonized.
Yes.
We are, we are seen as ungrateful, and eventually we become the ungrateful, angry Black woman. And I'm not. I personally won't have it.
Every single time.
Yeah.
And you know what was really disgusting to me?
Let's back up for a minute. Let's break this down. She said she personally won't have it. You can do that. And there's nothing wrong with you having your own preferences. The other side of that conversation, though, is that you can't force any man. And it shows through the results that you can't force any man to have to put up with the bullshit. Don't look. We just came off of a segment where Shaq and Country Wayne themselves said that, yo, we are giving you the blueprint. It's not that Black women are the most undesirable. It's the fact that they're the least married because the results don't speak to their desirability. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not that we don't want you. We don't want you with the bad fucking attitude. We don't want you in the current state and the mindset that you have. We don't want you continuing to do the things that you do and then forcing us to get into a situation that we don't want to be in. That's the thing. It takes two to tango. You can't force somebody to do something that you don't want to do. The same way when it comes to men. We can't force you to change. So then that's when you become undesirable. And it don't have nothing to do with Black women specifically. It has something to do with women of this modern culture with this mindset. Do you want a man that go to jail every day? Should you be forced to accept a man that go to jail every day? So why should we be forced to accept something that's outside of our preferences? And I'm using extreme to prove my point. Men don't want to be subjected to that. We're giving you the blueprint, and it's not that complicated. Listen, we want you to have your own life outside of us. If you want to go and play racquetball, if you want to get your energy off, if you want to go and have a good time, then do so. We don't want to be subjected to the bullshit in the process. That's all we saying. It's not that complicated. Shaq and them just told you that we just like to be cooked for sometimes, to have our bald head rubbed on and to have some peace. We don't even need to bust you down that often. This shit is not complicated. It's not complicated. I remember I was coaching this one chick, and I was telling her, I said, listen, because she started rambling off and going real fast and talking real fast on the phone and stuff like that. And I said, hey, I'm not him. Whoever the fuck he is that you calling me for, trying to figure out of why you can't get him to marry you or why you're not in a position to be married in the first place, is the same thing you're doing to me is the same thing you're doing to him, but you're giving me the light version because I don't live with you. I'm not him. Shut that shit down. I don't want to hear that. I didn't listen. You booked the call for me to talk to you, not the other way around. I don't want to hear this. And I refuse to accept it, and we refuse to accept you. You think that it's because of your skin color, huh? It's the same victim Olympics narrative that guys hear from a regular basis. It's not because of your skin color. It's not because of you're black. It's because of that bad fucking attitude. You're never going to get results. Look, you can't even get those same results when you're in corporate America. Why should we have to deal with it when you come home? This shit makes no sense, bro.
You got a lot of backlash. And then I believe it was Tyler Perry who came on the flip side and basically said that we need to start looking at men that don't make as much or the stay-at-home dads and considering them.
I think his exact thing was, I mean, if he can contribute to, the light bill, then
The light bill,
but but he makes you happy in all other areas, then I mean, and he met you at your worth. I thought he'd actually said he met you at your worst. I was like, wait, what are we even saying? What's this?
Hey, you got a bunch of single women who got horrible pasts, who the men, and I keep saying this, if y'all are so great, then how come you wasn't picked? Because I know one thing about men, and this is a fact. One thing about men is we don't let a good thing get away. I mean, dudes will compete. And when I say compete, I mean compete for the women that they want. We do not let it slip through the cracks. We will go to hell and high water to go and get the one that we want. We will bring her in. We will make it comfortable. Look, if y'all are so great, then how come nobody picked you?
What is the story that we're being force-fed? It's gross.
And they were applauding him.
I was just like, this is, first of all, Tyler Perry makes movies where the bus driver looks like Boris Kodjoe. And in that case, bring him on. Every single woman would be like, girl, I'm dating a bus driver. Oh, you want to see him? You know what I'm saying? So, yes, that's a factor. And it's like, I kind of feel like it was a gotcha moment with you.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, why throw bus driver at you?
Here's the thing about what Tyler's suggesting, right? The subtext is going back to what we just talked about. Your worth is minimal. So if you are willing to accept minimal contribution to your household, a la a light bill, that is equivalent to your value in society. That's the subtext there that no one's saying.
I wish women would just take into consideration this. Listen, when you get confused and you start to overthink things, because y'all overthink things. When you get confused and you start to overthink things, just remember this. Why would he want me? Because the value of something is what you're willing to pay for. Have y'all ever heard a guy and he did all of this work to his car, right? And he put rims on it and he did this and he did that. And when he put it on the market, when he put it on eBay or Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist back in the day and all of that, guess what? The value of that thing is what somebody else is willing to pay for it. Just because it's valuable to you or just because you think that it's cool Don't think that everybody else care about whatever it is that you did to the car. Even when it comes to houses, you can do a bunch of other stuff that don't add no value to the house that's meaningful to you. But the value of that house is based off of all of the other houses and the comps in the area. And it's also the money that you put into it, it better had added value into the house. You can put money into the kitchen, upgrade the bathroom. You go and do a pool, that might not be the thing because depending on where you live, people don't want the maintenance that go along with it. And so you then limit the buyer pool or the people that are desiring that particular house. The value of something is based off of what somebody else is willing to pay for it. So you can big yourself up. Oh man, I swapped out the brakes and you know what I'm saying? I put a bunch of money into the motor. That's cool. This is my offer, take it or leave it. This is my offer, take it or leave it. I went to school and I went and got a communications degree in liberal arts and marketing, and they only offered me this amount of money. Okay, I can get another person that got the same degree for much less and they much better at their job. So take it or leave it. And they're not going to complain here. The value of something is what you're willing to pay for it, not what you think your value is. It's not what your worth is. It's not what you think you deserve. Because obviously, all of these single women that's on this panel would have different results if it was based off of what it... Look, if you let every woman in the world sit there and tell you what they think they deserve, every woman would all be dating the exact same top tier men. You might as well get polygyny and have open it up to where certain men can have multiple wives, because if you let them all get what they think that they deserve, they would all be married to the exact same guy. And then the bus driver would be busting it down on the side.
Out loud.
But but the other subtext in there is the assumption that Black women's only option is to date Black men.
Oh, well.
The conversation really never gets examined as to the other options that Black women have.
Right.
Then why don't they do it?
I understand wanting to be race loyal. I understand wanting to, if you're a Black woman, you want to marry a Black man, you want to have Black children. I totally get it. But the reality of the situation is that I feel like, and I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody, I feel like Black men don't really want to have the conversation that Black women actually do have more options that are available to them.
Then how come y'all not getting the results? If you got more options, then how come he ain't taking you too? Bullshit. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that the sky is red. I'm not going for it. Look, ain't nobody stopping y'all. Nobody is going to hold you accountable for the fact that you went and you got with you another man from another race. If you can do it, spin the block, baby.
Than are ever.
Shout out to my dog, Anthony Brian Logan, that's in the building. I appreciate you, big dog. Shout out to you.
Proposed.
Yeah.
Because yes, Black men, sure, it might be a little bit more difficult, but if you are willing to date outside your race, the options open up. And
I have to give a caveat for this because I don't want to make any presumptions. As somebody who has been very open and transparent about my dating within and beyond Black men, I just want to say that that's not necessarily the savior complex that people think.
Thank you. She finally says something that I agree with. They not checking for you either, baby.
Fortunate, because I think when I have this conversation with Black women who have never dated outside of Black men, they often have a romanticized fantasy ideal about what that is, kind of like non-Black men will save us. And I don't know, straight to Cam. And I know that's not what you're saying, right? But I do think like that was in the comments, right, of kind of my bus driver gate. Well, sis, what they need to know is you can date non-Black men. And you will still have many of the same perils because there are differences culturally, but men are men. And when it comes down to misogyny and default presumptions of feminine worth and value, some of those things control cross-culturally.
It's all cross-cultural because let me tell you something. Black men wasn't the first ones to start getting their passports. When I went over to the Dominican Republic this summer before I went over to Tokyo, I took my daughter over into a tournament over there. And me, my wife, and my daughter was over there. And in my building, it was plenty of white men that had them Dominican chicks coming up and linking up I ain't see a whole lot of black guys there. I seen a lot of black guys. See, listen, as much as we moving, y'all all doing the same shit in a way. Let me hold my guys accountable for a second. Listen, Sasua is tired. Give it a rest. Give it a rest. All of y'all passing around the same herpes and the same chicks back and forth, and some of them chicks is ladyboys. Sasua is tired. Nigga, how many times you gonna catch a Spirit flight to Sasua? Spirit travel to Sasua. Spirit is traveling to Sasua. Give it a fucking rest. It's tired. It's tired. Fam, you gonna have to try something different. No, I want the easy thing. We simple creatures. My nigga. It's more places in this entire world for you to go and visit and understand culturally than just one place for you to go and get some box at. My nigga. Sasua is tired. You know you can go somewhere else and figure out what the culture is like and learn some different things, right? I'm just saying. But to her point, men are very much the same. White men been dealing with the same thing. They the ones that created men go your own way, right? They the ones that started taking a red pill way before all of you other motherfuckers. Asians is going through the same thing. Men across the board are dealing with the same shit because the culture is fucked up. That's just the truth. Flat out.
I only know it from experience.
But I will say, some of the women that I know that have dated outside of their race, I do not. I only date black men. But they will try to convince me that it is better. And maybe that's why we have that idea that it is romanticized. Because it's like, oh, girl, you need to get you an Italian man because they know how to worship us. They know how to treat us better. Okay, so when it comes to that, do you feel like people throw that in your face as well? Because when you see a black man that's dating a white woman, it's kind of just like, okay, you know, the athletes, oh, they all got them a white woman, and that's fine.
There's a whole movement called Passport Bros.
This is what I mean.
Oh, what God. I mean, it goes to Ebony's point.
Shout out to the Passport Bros. I heard Benny the Butcher rhyme about it on his new album. Melissa Ford over here whining and complaining about it. Listen, if y'all can get it, then get it. Because she from Canada. She ain't even from here. That's according to what Cameron said.
About black women being fed the narrative that you got to take what you can get, that you're the lowest on the totem pole in terms of attractiveness, and that black men are actively saying, I do not want a black woman. I am going to go to another country to find another, you know, ethnicity or race of women because I deem them to be more attractive. I deem them to have more traditional values. Read, you know, bow to me. And, you know,
but find them to do what, though?
To marry them.
There shouldn't be no reason why you can't say, I don't want to date a bus driver. You know why? You're a lawyer. You did your education.
And we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. We genuinely don't care. We don't care. We don't care about your education. That means nothing to me. Now, we don't want no broke hoes, but then at the same time, we don't want no attitude. And if we got to deal with the alternative, if we got to pick between a woman that is super educated and all of this lawyer stuff and a woman that is just quiet, we'll take the alternative. Now, I'm of the camp that you can have both. That you can have a woman that leans into her femininity and she not a broke hoe and she don't have a bunch of student loan debt. But at the same time, if I got to pick between a and I got this thing in my household. Now, y'all don't steal my stuff. I'm gonna give you what my game is, right? I got this thing in my household. If it starts to get a little too loud, let's say I'm talking to my daughter and she's talking a lot and she's very excited about things, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And let's say I'm working on something and I gotta focus, I do like this. That means I quieted her up, and then I pulled her words out, and then I'm going to ball it up, and I'm going to throw it away for a while. That means, hush, child. Yep. Snatch her words out, take it, ball it up for a while. That means let me work. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, because then they be like, oh. And it's fun. Try it. But next time that your girl is going, just go, yep, she gonna be quiet immediately. And the first time she might even ask you, she gonna say, well, what does that mean? If she really piss you off, grab her words, take it out of her, ball it up, throw it on the ground, and then stomp on that shit. If she really piss you off, grab her words in the mid-sentence, take it from her, ball it up, throw it on the ground, and stomp on that shit. That means you can't talk to me for the rest of the day.
You've done your work. You've been on television. You're still on television. And you probably don't want that kind of man. And that's okay.
And I don't think that man wants me, Loya. That's the other part of the
where
conversation.
Where you going to meet him?
No, I'm not saying that. But that man does not want me. Melissa, can you speak to that?
I had this exact conversation about her.
Yeah.
And I posed the question about, the CEO of Xerox. Why should she have to date a bus driver? Why is this even a part of the conversation? First of all,
you don't have to, but we don't either. This is called freedom. Give us free.
Two of them probably have very little in common.
Shout out to my dog,
not
Jules.
In terms of them personally, but their lives and their lifestyles and that sort of thing. And what's called into question when it comes to trying to date somebody who's of a different status than where you are, you're going to encounter problems that are going to result in microaggressions, just like the fissures are going to kind of show up in the relationship, but it's going to be a lot of unsaid things. Insecurities.
I'm about to read y'all super chat shortly. I appreciate y'all.
I'm saying listen, in a perfect world, Miss CEO of Xerox, she falls in love with a bus driver and everything works out well. But
I got on my Minions hoodie. And somebody in the chat said that's the same chick that Michael B. Jordan had to check. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan.
Reality, probably not.
Of the issue, which is that people want to sit on platforms, social media, radio, and television, and the like, and they want to pretend as if we live in a society, particularly in this nation, that doesn't have class, socioeconomic distinction.
Exactly.
Let's just start from that point.
Yeah. Right.
We want to pretend that we live in this.
Aw, Fly Girl Candy, you said the bus driver broke your heart? Aw. Hey, the link to be able to call in if you want to give your story, or ladies, if you want to give your story, or if you disagree with me, fellas, or anybody, the link for you to be able to call in is down pinned in the chat, y'all.
Kumbaya society where, quote, everyone's the same. Stop cap. Stop cap.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Like we need
true.
to be clear. And it's not, for me, it's never about being better than, which I think is how a lot of that was framed.
Yes.
I've been very clear. My mother drove Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools bus for many years to make sure that I had everything that I needed. And from that, and if I bought a bus driver home to Gloria, she would smack the black off of me. Because her point is I put you in position to go get it. To go get it at a different and yes, higher level. So why, and let me tell you something else I know about women who show up in success and financially and this, that, and the third, and then they try to act as if we're all the same, and they do date, men that maybe are differently positioned financially or educationally or otherwise. They are typically resented. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. The women I know that build men, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because we've all done it. That's truth be told. In my first marriage, I paid the bills. Let's be clear. I'm not speaking hypothetically. I'm speaking from experience. I was a lawyer dating a grad student. Who do you think was running them bills?
Right.
Let's stop it. And what I felt, y'all, was I appreciate the lifestyle I get to live with you, but I hate you for it.
Yes.
But I hate you for it.
Yes.
I hate that I got to have my hand out when I want to go get these new kicks. I hate that I have to ask in a way about, well, where are we going on vacation and what does my contribution look like? Because I'm not running shop the way I really want to run shop, as most men really like to lead their household.
Right.
Exactly. And so when I was talking about Miss CEO of Xerox, I'm saying, what is the problem with a woman of that stature? The amount of time that she's invested, not into her, schooling, but her profession, into her life, building herself up. Why shouldn't she feel like she should be equally yoked? Why is that a problem?
Yeah.
They don't even know what being equally yoked is. None of these women is of the cloth. Ain't none of them read a Bible a day in their life. They think that they know what equally yoked is, but they leading with certain things that God obviously said that women shouldn't lead with in the first place. They have no clue of what being equally yoked actually looks like. At all. Not even a little bit. Not even a clue. I mean, listen, I could chop this up and down, sideways, left, up, right, down. I could play Fruit Ninja on this shit all day long. None of these women, and this is, look. This is a layup. This is nothing but a crossover and a layup all day long. Not even a left-handed layup. This is a right-handed layup for a right-handed shooter. This is all day long bunnies. This is what we call cherry picking. This is the dumbest thing that I've ever heard a group of women get together and ask questions about. The only one that seemed like she got halfway of a decent brain and some sense is the one that's all the way on the left, the biggest one. Thickums. Thickums is the one that seemed like she got the most sense because she just observing him like, at least she the most quiet of them all. But we'll see if Thickums got any more to say.
You know, and then it's always the reverse card. Sure. Well, when men are titans of industries, do they go looking for equally yoked, et cetera, et cetera? No, because they're probably not going to go find it. I'm like, oh, Jesus, Lord, take the wheel.
Yeah, well, they also want somebody that's going to follow them around and do what they want them to do.
That's what I said. Yeah. Titans of industry are looking for women who are not going to say, I'm sorry, my schedule is
exactly.
They need a woman who is going to be at their beck and call, who is going to be available for everything, who's going to have the kids, raise them, and just be available for them.
And that's not true. Again, it's not true. It has nothing to do with whether or not you're available all the time, because a lot of time, I know a lot of guys that's very busy, and then they just align the women that they like into whatever it is that their schedule is when it's convenient for the woman too, because the woman could be busy too, right? And they don't give a fuck. Like, they're not tripping off of that. But the problem is that you want the guy to then change into what you want him to be in order to fit your lifestyle. And that's not how it works, because a guy that's on his purpose is a guy that's on his purpose. And so if you want to be around him more, then you're going to have to acquiesce over to his schedule, because he didn't get to where he got to by making himself available to you and changing him for what it is that you want him to be. Right? My chick can go and do whatever it is that she want to do. She can go back to school. She could finish. She went to nursing school. She did all of that. She did all of that shit. You know what she did at the end of the day? Because she really, really loved and wanted to be around me more, is she came and she worked for me. She came and she worked for me.
Did you ever do something like that, Al?
What?
Pay all the bills.
See, this chick is she like a deer in headlights. What did I do? What'd you say? What? Shout out to Thickums.
Like, would you take care?
She's too cute.
Like, say he's like a stay-at-home dad, and he's taking care of the kids, and you are the breadwinner. Are you okay with taking care of all the bills?
No.
No.
Yeah.
There would have to be there would have to be circumstances for that to, like, what's the issue?
Why aren't you working?
Yes, why aren't you working?
She's saying, put another way, make it make sense.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Make it make
and
sense.
if it doesn't make sense, it's a no.
Now, what do y'all think about this, though, when the man does work and then he's never there?
Well, personally, I'm fine with it, because the Bible says you're supposed to provide. But that's just me.
But I thought you didn't need my finances. So what the fuck you talking about we supposed to provide for? If you already successful and you a Renaissance woman and you doing what you want to do, why are you asking me to provide? If you already winning and you doing what you want to do, why are you asking me to provide? That's all I'm asking.
I believe in provision.
Like, is the house there?
Yeah.
Right, because somebody does have to go get it. And just to show you I'm consistent on this, I have friends who were raised in more affluent childhoods and backgrounds than I was, where they had two parents in the home, one personal friend, both of her parents were doctors, and her mother, who was a pediatrician, was never around. And she went to a private school, and she'd be like, Mommy, you know, this is bullshit because all my other friends' moms are on the field trips, and where are you? And in my house, that's like so crazy because I had a single mom who was working 3 or 4 jobs, driving a school bus, also getting paid at the time $25 an hour. I'm talking about in the 90s at UPS. Shout out to UPS. And all these things. So my expectation was that she wouldn't be around. Right. Because I understood at a young age, to your point, Elle, you can't have both at the same time. Yeah. Someone cannot be taking care of your lived expenses and be up in your face. So which one do you value more? Like, mama can't be making Lunchables and on the field trips if she's going to get it. Yeah. To make sure that I can have the things I need to succeed in life. Yeah. Same thing with my husband. My husband can't be up in my face, sitting on the couch with me watching Netflix if I need somebody to send these kids to private school. Yeah. If I need somebody to make sure that we have our mortgage paid, not our rent paid, our mortgage paid. So I'm very much okay. Baby, go to work.
So you'll be okay with him being gone first?
Bye-bye.
Really?
I love you. Go get it. And that's what I want men to.
This masculinity is wild, bro. All of this extra is wild. I just couldn't imagine coming home to that. That's all I'm saying. I just couldn't imagine it. I just couldn't imagine coming home to it. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I couldn't do it. They want it both ways. They speak with forked tongue. They think that they know everything. All of this bye-bye. Man, get the fuck out of my face, bro.
To understand about most black women that I know. Most of us, contrary to popular belief, don't just want a man. We want the man that we want. We want a man that we desire. We want a man that we're actually attracted to. Physically, emotionally, psychologically, intellectually. And if you're not that, you know what I mean?
A whole lot nowadays.
It is a lot to ask.
It's not a lot to
It's not.
ask. I
actually think it is.
No, I swear to God, everybody trying to convince us that we need to accept the bare minimum needs to go somewhere. No, that is not a lot to ask. I swear to God, the bar's in hell.
No, but I agree with you because
I
if
just
they
don't
have
want
all
it.
that, they want
my
love.
point.
Yeah, they want
so
someone
if you're not all of those things, if I don't desire you, I really don't want you. Real boss men, they do not desire a financial or an intellectual equal. They are not attracted to it. It is a turn off. The pee-pee goes, burr, burr, burr. It does. I'm telling y'all the truth. They did not go to law school, L'Oreal, so they could end up with a peer. They went to law school, they went to medical school, they went to Harvard MBA so that they could be the dominant, so that they could run the shop.
Well,
That has nothing to do with what men do when it comes to their career in order to be successful. I know so many people from different cultures where the woman sometimes make more than the man that she's married to, and she comes home and she turned that shit off. And as a matter of fact, it doesn't even matter how much she makes because it all goes into the same pot that the man is managing anyway. So when we talking about this, you're talking about a demographic of women that were raised to think like idiots, and they're still coming up with their own narrative when we've made it very, very, very simple. So instead of them having a man that's on there that's not a simp to tell them exactly what it is. Because see, every single thing that I've seen them on, all of these women, I've only seen them on panels or on platforms where you got a bunch of simps. That's all I've seen, is on panels and platforms where you got a bunch of simps. Simps is running the show, they validating their feelings, but they not getting the results that they want because they already set in their ways. And so if the bar is in hell, then the bar is in hell because y'all put yourselves there. If the bar isn't held according to Melissa Ford, listen, why would I fucking marry a woman that used to be a video vixen? Why would I do that? That makes no sense. Come on, man. If we gonna put all of our cards out on the table and play spades, why would I do that? If I got all of the options and I can get the Joker, You know what I'm saying? Got the big joker, little joker, got the ace of spades, king of spades, queen of spades, and all of that. Why would I go bored? Why would I go bored? If the bar is in hell, then I would have to dip down and go and get it. Why would I date and marry a video vixen? What do you have to offer me that I cannot go and get from a younger you? You fucking 40. I can go get two 20s if I want to. I can go get two 20s if I want to. You fucking 40. Trade you in and upgrade. Leonardo DiCaprio do it every year, every season. Get him a new model. Ain't nobody tripping. He out there with his dad bod, wading in the waters, making good movies, having a good time. Ain't got no problems. That's what we all should be looking towards. We up here having a conversation about all of these motherfuckers that's getting divorced every day. Leonardo DiCaprio just be wading in the waters with his dad bod like this. This is Leo on a fucking yacht. New model, upgrade. Leased one, turned it in, got another one. 12-month lease, went and got two. 12-month lease, went and got three. Leo just be wading in the water with his shape out. He ain't fucking in the gym. Y'all niggas keep going in there. Oh man, she broke up with you, get in the gym. Do 3 sets, 15 curls. Man, fucking Leo look like a piece of shit out there. Just be out there wading in the fucking water, having a good time, ain't thinking about nothing. Go into the yacht, get his nut off, and then come back outside and have a new model waiting on him. Nobody fucking doing all of this work, nigga. I work hard enough. Did you see this movie that I did? Woo! We all having a good time. He ain't thinking about y'all niggas. He ain't out here pumping iron. Nigga doing the bare minimum to stay healthy so that he can live as long as possible and get as many nuts off as he possibly can. Nigga is not out here trying to compete with you niggas. This nigga is winning in every sense of the word. Meanwhile, Kevin Costner over there getting his hair pulled out by having to pay child support in lieu of alimony because he had a prenuptial agreement, so the judge leveraged child support against that motherfucker in order to continue to take him to the coals. Got these fucking idiots on here talking this shit, talking about men and what they want. You don't know. You don't know. That's why ain't none of them ever kept you.
Are all single here on this panel. Are you single?
I am definitely single.
I'm newly single.
Yeah.
I've been single a very long time.
Yeah.
And
Single.
and all successful,
Yes.
which is scary. So it is that hard, right?
it's-
We're
yeah.
saying it's not that hard, but you have 4 successful women.
Because the success is not to our advantage
Beautiful.
romantically.
Now-
okay, let's just name some things.
Yeah.
Okay, because I can't sit up on this panel and not name the fact that even in this conversation of 4 diverse women of different lived experiences, we still represent some similarities. Nobody on this panel is darker than a brown paper bag. We need to name that. Nobody on this panel is more than a size 10.
Look at this this chick that followed me from platform to platform. Her name is Elisa Little. And Elisa Little, a little headache. Just a little bit more headache following me from platform to platform. If you came into this live stream a little bit earlier, you could have heard my chick sitting here talking to me. And then I made sure that I called my homegirl Mika. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be flying back in. Look. Look, Lisa. Lisa. We not the same. I don't even feel like I need to explain myself no more. Hey, every guy that's in the chat that's watching this right now, even if you, listen, your house might be a little bit quiet, maybe not, I don't know where you watching this at, some of y'all at work right now, let's give this to Lisa. Lisa looking like a whole man in her profile picture. Shout out to the Lisa Little. Looking like a little man in that picture. I see you. Mm-hmm. Oh, don't you know that I'm rich? I could do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. Mm-hmm. 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 I see my guys in the chat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where's that little man at in the chat? Let me find her again. Hold on. I gotta find her because she got quiet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where's Lisa? Lisa, come out and play. Lisa, come out and play. Look at that little man right there. Mm-hmm. Oh man! Shout out to Elisa Little. Need a little bit more makeup on, and you're gonna get yourself right. You look like Lori Lightfoot's girlfriend. Oh my Jesus! Look at that whole man in the chat sitting here talking back and forth. We got all of these beautiful feminine women. Shout out to our streets and all of my ladies that's in the chat that love them some Anton from AntonDaniels.com. And they are gorgeous. Gorgeous in real life. Mm-hmm. I ain't even gonna call you Lisa no more. I'm gonna call you Larry. I'm gonna call you Larry because you look like a whole nigga in the chat. Let me finish the rest of this.
So let's just kind of expand the conversation. We represent a preference. Oh, am I the only one here?
No, I'm listening. No, we're listening.
We represent a preference amongst what society, and in particular, black men have said they preferred. And yet, we represent black women that are still paying a price and a tax for our success. Can we imagine what this conversation looks like with our darker melanated sisters? Can we imagine what this conversation?
Oh, look at Dwayne Wade. I see you, Dwayne Wade, in the chat. Yes, dear. All girl. What's your pronouns? Shim him. Oh, look at that little fat man that's in my chat right now called Elisa Little. That boy look just like. What's my man name from the Goody Mob? Not Big Gip. Not Gip. What's the other one from the Goody Mob? I remember you. I remember when I lost my mind. What's that one's? What's his name from Goody Mob? Cause I'm going crazy. What's that one's name? What's the one from the Goody Mob? That one. I remember CeeLo. CeeLo's big brother. Oh man. Good God. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Gnarls Barkley. Jesus. Shout out to Gnarls Barkley.
Looks like with our curvier sisters. So I think that this is showing to me the impetus of the crisis. Mm-hmm. We're in a crisis when it comes to black women in romantic partnership, because to Melissa's point earlier, of course we can, and many of us do date outside of the black race, but I'm never gonna try to convince a black woman to want something she doesn't want.
Oh,
right?
never,
You know what I
never,
mean?
absolutely
if you
not.
don't, if you are attracted and desirous of a black man, that's what I want.
What up, D?
All right, thank y'all so much.
Man, get these hussies off my screen. I don't want to listen to these over the wall hussies try to tell us what it is that they want. Listen, the minute that one of them hussies get married, you send it to me and I'll apologize. In a minute, in the meantime, I remember I'm a woman when I lost my mind. Mm-hmm. 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 Woo. And you know what the funniest? Hold on, before I get to the super chats, you know what the funniest part about it is? I do what I want to do so much that I'm gonna get off of this live stream right after talking to my homegirl Mika. I'm gonna go in that room. I'm gonna pull my pants down, and I'm gonna make sure that I go to sleep nice and in a good space. Yeah. Something is off. Mm-hmm. Now, so when people see me doing that, when you see me doing that on other platforms, y'all know where it came. Y'all know why we doing it. It's gonna be our inside joke. We only gonna do it. We only gonna talk about it on after hours. But when you see me do it on the Anton Daniels channel, when you see me do it on the Millionaire Morning Show, you know what it mean. You know what it mean. Yeah. Let me go ahead and read some of these super chats. They doing daily mukbangs and eating 48 oysters. Shout out to my dog Timeout. I appreciate you. Jazz Wiz, where you been at, Jazz Wiz? Blonde hair called Michael B. Jordan corny in high school. I know. And now they want to come back and be a part of the gang. AO says, is that the chick who tried to... Yes, it is. Tried to call Michael B. Jordan corny, and he checked her. And he checked her hard. She wants to date outside her race. Okay, good luck. Shout out to AL. Carl Oakley says the quietest I've ever seen Eboni K. Williams is when she was moderating for Skip and Shannon on Undisputed. I didn't know she was moderating. No wonder she got so much to say lately. Carl, say it ain't so. And Dow says, funny how these conflicts don't apply to the high-earning men choosing lower-class women. And when we say lower, we mean bottom of the bottom. AL says she named all the reasons he didn't want to be with her because of his insecurities, but avoiding the obvious. He couldn't stand her stank attitude, and neither could her kids. Neither could his kids. That's what she said. The women on the panel are in the V Fox era. It's over for them. Thanks, KS. Shout out to KS. Rest in peace to the big dog. Name is Av says a headache is a half. A headache and a half. Shout out to my dog. Amir Taylor says her mother drove a bus and she was single. Like mother, like daughter. Who is the cowardly lion in the blue hair? Oh, man, Chris, don't even get me started. Y'all ready to move over to the next thing? All right, so we got a couple more things. Before I get over to Donnie Wiggins, I think that's what her name is. Before I get over to Donnie Wiggins, I'm going to carry y'all through y'all night shift. Somebody tell Aunt Dolores, Elisa Little in the chat to hush up. Hush up, child. Shout out to my dog Cartez Cookies, everybody that's kicking it with me on After Hours on a Tuesday night. We just got done with what was we doing before this? The Patreon, a live stream for Stock Club. I want to do this major galore. I've never heard of this girl before in my entire life. I'm always on one on After Hours, Asher. Always on one on After Hours. See, this is different than the Millionaire Morning Show. We can let loose. We ain't worried about the church being open. The daycare is closed. We can just cut loose and actually get to it, all right? So this chick's name is Major Galore. Apparently she was on some housewife show, and she has a little bit of visibility. So let me share with y'all. Somebody sent this to me in my email. I knew I couldn't do it on the Millionaire Morning Show or nothing. Yeah, I got you, Tamara. Get them taxes done. All right, so let me share with y'all what the. Okay, first of all, these chicks look demonic. Honestly, they look demonic. They got these long. How do y'all make yourselves look like demons with makeup? You supposed to make yourselves look like angels.
You freaky and nasty too.
I am. I'm not gonna lie.
But you also don't give a fuck about these niggas.
Don't.
And that's the real reason why I wanted you up here. So Frenchie over here, she calls herself trying to be what you said, BTS, BTQ? What you call this lovely things that's on the table? What do you?
It looked tasty.
I see two penises.
I like the Zork one.
What's your favorite? So Frenchie brought a banana.
Mm-hmm.
You like bananas?
I don't quite enjoy bananas too much, but they're good. I will eat a banana like if I'm hungry.
What y'all be sending me? What do y'all be sending me? Why are these women so masculine? Oh my God. Yo. These are straight up niggas now. Women are worse than men. Honestly. Women are worse than men, fam. I'm convinced. It's over. It's over. The culture is over. You know what the worst part about it is? All they got to do is walk outside, show a little bit of ass, and they're going to get the next simp to pick them up and try to value them. And then these are the ones that we supposed to value and say, oh, wait, marry them all. Make sure that you save the community. You saw her on Queen's Flip IG Live. I've never heard of these women before in my entire life. They be punching dudes. Man, this is crazy, bro.
Hungry.
Bananas are very, very.
AR, I don't know. This is after hours. All I do is I take the stuff that y'all send me inside of my emails, and y'all be texting me and sending me this shit, and I load them up, and I figure out which ones I think would make the most sense based off of the cover photos and the descriptions. I don't know what I'm gonna see, so I'm discovering it at the same time that y'all discovering it.
Healthy for you.
Yeah, they are.
Potassium.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I know a lot of y'all didn't finish school, so we're giving you a little lesson here, fellas, okay?
Good.
You know what a banana does.
I don't even know who this other chick is either.
Your music.
Thank you.
Because you was going out of the loop for a little while.
I was. I had a baby. So when I got pregnant with the baby,
Y'all niggas be skeeting in these.
It was different for me. So it wasn't even like I like chose to take time off. It kind of was just like, oh, you need to figure
Y'all
out how to
actually
be a mom now.
kids
And
with
you know what I mean? I had to kind of just like figure out how to balance it, like still being me and
like in real life.
I'm a mom
Y'all
too.
jigging.
That's all well and good, but this is not what you came here for.
No, not at all.
You came here to talk about these dicks.
Yes, we did.
It's a really big thing on social media, right, French? Have you seen what's going on with her?
What?
And the
And what?
the male bashing.
Oh yeah.
Because
I don't bash.
they say I body shame.
You body shame. I never heard you do that. What?
I do, but anyway, these niggas, I do body shame, but they say that you call a lot of men
gay.
Gay.
Yeah, niggas is gay. I don't care. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, men is gay. Niggas is gay.
You with the drill fair, you could do anything.
Yeah, I'm
could do
dead
anything
ass.
you want. We could go on a drill after this.
Niggas be gay.
Why you say that?
Full blown gay.
Listen, it's all right, cause LBGT, no, I fucks with them too, cause I'm gay sometimes.
I don't even, I'm bisexual. I love
In
women.
real life?
In real life, I'm bisexual.
Not
I love scissoring.
I could have been.
Hey. This is wild shit, bro. This is wild, bro. I love scissoring. They're bisexual, but they calling men gay.
Been in your DMs, girl.
And I would have been like, hey.
I'm not too tall for you.
God, no, you good. I love pretty lipstick lesbians. Like I like girly girls. Like I like girls that we could go get our nails.
And you know what the worst part about it is that somebody just gave her a kid. Like somebody actually skeeted in her. Somebody went raw. Like Monday Night Raw. Somebody went Monday Night Raw on this chick and gave her a baby, and she's on this platform talking about how men are gay. Okay, all right.
Was done with our hair done
I'm never
together.
surprised
I'm not
anymore.
into the AGs for that. I be with a nigga. You get what I'm saying?
You put a strap on though?
I've never put a strap on, but I'm more than willing to. Like, I think that's definitely like on the to-do list. Yeah, for sure.
So being bisexual, you got the best of both worlds, but females.
Yes. I love them.
They strap on. So
I've never been
Hey,
strapped
don't
on.
y'all realize that y'all can't? The woman that puts on the fake stuff can't feel nothing. Like, you can't feel anything. It's not real.
By female. So I don't know. I don't know if that's
And the child gonna grow up full of trauma and knowing that they mama's for the streets.
that doesn't make me like really officially gay.
No, I think it does.
It does, right?
Yeah.
So, but I like
It's two activities
scissors.
between, yeah.
I like I don't know what you like to call it. I eat pussy.
So
I suck titties. I lick toes.
You ate coochie before?
Yes, I have. I've eaten some famous coochies, so I can't drop no names.
Just say the initial.
Yeah, do it.
Say where they from.
No. If
All
I
right.
do the initial, it's too obvious.
All right. So just a hint.
She's an actress.
Oh my.
I was about to say YM. What that stand for?
On Tubi? Stop, bro. Man, y'all nasty. Y'all some nasty, evil, nasty, demonic women. Nasty. And then y'all know what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna sit here and get mad at guys for not picking y'all up. Y'all gonna get mad at them for not rocking out with y'all, for not wanting to marry y'all, all of that. Y'all nasty. Y'all are nasty women. Absolutely nasty.
Young Miami?
Young and May.
Young and May. Oh no, I wouldn't.
Y'all look good together though.
But she said she don't like that type.
I don't see. She's aggressive girl, right? Tomboy.
Yeah, she's an AG.
Yeah, that's like like honestly, I've been around her and she's attractive. You know what I mean? Like, but
did it get you tingling?
No, it didn't.
She wouldn't get you wet?
Nah.
So name a celebrity. Okay, so what's the initial of the actress?
Oh my God.
Give us something.
She black or white?
She's black.
Oh God, this is gonna be hard. All these fucking fake ass shows.
No, but
out
I can't.
now.
I can't. She'd kill me.
Did Shade Room ever posted her?
All the time.
Oh. So how did it go?
Angela Bassett. I knew it. I knew it. It was Angela.
Oh my God. I wish it was Angela. She's older, but that's definitely nothing that I would pass on. I would literally be like, hands down.
Yeah.
Wouldn't think twice about it.
Y'all not gonna disrespect Queen Angie. You know that Queen Angie been married for a long time to a good man, to a strong, good black man, and she don't be out here in these streets being reckless. See, Angela Bassett ain't no Taraji P. Henson, all right? Y'all not gonna sit here disrespecting Angie. You not. We not taking no disrespect. See, that's the thing that we do. You see how men protect the women that we love? We protect other women that exhibit the thing that we want our daughters to mimic or we want families to look like. We not gonna disrespect Miss Angie. We love her overacting but we love her all the same. Come on, man. Y'all whole men out here trying to disrespect Miss Angela Bassett. We love Angela Bassett, all right?
Just lay back.
So what was the nastiest thing a female ever done to you or you've ever done to a female?
Well, I've never eaten a female's ass, but there was this one female, she was wilding. She was just eating my ass, slurping my ass, just wilding, just bugging the fuck out. And I'm in my head, I just saying she eat pussy like a man. You get what I'm saying? That's all I kept saying.
Who better
was
than
like,
a woman?
because men eat pussy with a certain like want, like you know what I mean?
I'm not
like,
into that.
You know, really? I don't know why. I love my pussy. I just love my pussy. I need the head. You're not eating it. We're not fucking. It's just what it is.
I'm on that type of. Why you don't like it, Drill? Wait,
I don't want to talk. I talked about this for 72 episodes. I'm tired.
No,
a nigga bit me.
Oh,
yeah. So the same hospital I was born in,
you traumatized.
I got stitched up in.
Wow. You want to know what's crazy?
Niggas gave me stitches.
Yo, these is men. Honestly, I don't even look at these as women no more. A lot of these chicks that be on these platforms and stuff, I'm gonna just be honest with you. These are men. These are whole men that are talking right now. These are not. Look at her. Look at the one on the left with the overbite. Look at the one on the left with the overbite and the eyelashes. That's a man. That's in spirit and in action, and the way that they talk and how aggressive they are and how raspy their voice are. That's a man. That's a whole man right there. Real talk. Like, that's a man, fam. And then the other one, Akita Taco Bell. Real talk. And then they always have baby hairs, and it come all the way down to their eyebrows. Wow, 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 wow. These are men talking, conversing, going back and forth, talking about all of their exploits that they doing with other men and other women. You listen, you got to be able to identify the difference between people that are just talking, they just wrong, and then you got to be able to understand their pronouns without them having an announcement. Listen, bro, honestly, these people acting just like grown, raspy, hood, booger men. 100%. Shout out to Gail Harris. I'm definitely going to be reading that super chat shortly. These are men. Matter of fact, let me read some of these super chats right now. My dog AL says, these chicks are busted. Facts. Now, they not a part of the bag chasers. Shout out to the bag chasers. Gail Harris says, filthy. Let me give a round of applause to Gail. Where did you find these disgusting creatures? In hell. I went to my email. I picked the folder that said hell. That's the stuff that y'all all send me that I go over there and, hey, send that one to hell. Send that one to hell. Go that one to hell. And then I pull them out. And then you get a demon. You get 2 light-skinned demons. And ain't no telling how many diseases that they had. The other one, she just went over there and she just had a baby. And she out here talking about how much box she eating. These are literally big head demons. For real.
You want to know what's crazy? Off topic though. I had an ex-boyfriend who never wanted his dick sucked. And I had to literally force the reason out of him. Like,
why he said
and he told me that when he was a kid, his mom would leave him at home with a babysitter and she would essay him. And one day, no, it wasn't the babysitter. It was the babysitter's daughter. But she was happened to be like 3 years older than him and she would essay him. And then one day she said, let me show you what my mommy be doing to my daddy. Pulled his penis out and bit it and sent him to the hospital for 3 days. Swear to God. And since then, like full blown bit it. He said she bit it so hard he passed the fuck out and woke up.
Hey, you know how people tell stories sometimes and they're so grotesque and they're so nasty. Shout out to Gil Harris. That it's so bad that it kind of it gives you the shivers in the inside, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of them situations where when somebody says something that's so wild that it just gives me the shivers. You know what I'm saying? It give me the ooh, it's one of them type of situations. I don't even know how you describe it, right? I don't even know how you describe it, but it gives you the shivers, bro. It absolutely gives you the shivers. These women are wild. These women are absolutely wild, bro. Real talk. Hey, Link Jack, these is y'all ladies. This is the culture. This is the culture.
Up in the hospital, that is the last thing he remembers.
I can't. That's
what I'm saying.
So he would never. So even if I come there and stand in front of him, I ain't gonna make him jump.
You know what?
I make niggas jump.
From what I heard you be saying, you might have. Like, you never know. Like, you never know.
And they be the corniest ones. They be so whack, be so dusty. Like, hey man, somebody get this chick up out of here. Corny. Don't know how to get teeth everywhere.
Now. The word is spreading.
Nah, but I totally get it.
They in my DMs.
They in your DMs, babe?
Famous.
I mean famous. I know.
These hoes be lying. Dog, you not gonna convince me that this is real. John Doe in the building says, I'm surrounded by women just like this. They're my neighbors, co-workers, and even in my family. I believe that junk too. Yo, you're not going to convince me that famous people, who Who? Jonathan Majors? Michael B. Jordan? LeBron James? Jason Tatum? Who is in this chick's DMs? Man, they be lying, bro. Bro, I'm never, ever believing these chicks, ever. You're not going to convince me that a bunch of dudes is just hanging out in these chicks' DMs and sending them DMs with them talking reckless and looking like this. Never, ever in life. No way, no how are you going to convince me that dudes is setting themselves up and hanging out in these chicks' DMs. I'm not going for it, bro. I'm not going for it. Y'all keep telling me that all of these women, all of these chicks got a whole bunch of dudes in their DMs, and it's these famous dudes that's in their DMs. Man, shut up, bro. No way, no how. No way, no how, bro. Nope. I'm not believing it. Ain't no way in hell that I'm believing it. Because I don't know no dude that got any kind of clout, any kind of money, any kind of self-respect that's sending a DM out to these chicks. I'm not going for it. You can't convince me this is a lie. These hoes be lying to each other and they be capping to each other, and y'all be going for this junk. Y'all actually believe it. I ain't going for it, bro.
I know they are.
I told these little bald-headed bitches, they ain't believe me.
You want to know something? For
I don't
a second,
believe
it
you.
was hard to keep up with you BBL bitches, but guess what? Huh?
Oh, no. I'm going to be a BBL bitch soon. Oh, my God. No. I think when I get a BBL, I might start getting eaten out. And I don't have a big butt.
So you gonna let them just eat the butt then?
I don't like that.
Really?
Because I'm the aggressor. Like, I like to throw niggas down and I like to take charge.
You like to be dominant.
Yeah.
See, I'm like
This is
dominant
men.
before the sexual act, but then during, very submissive. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I don't want to hear no more of these hoes. These is men. These are not women. These are men. These are 100% guys. These are not women. These are men disguised as women, living as men. Walking around pretending to be women on their Instagram, but operating as men in real life. These are men. These are not women. Let me go ahead and pull up this last thing that I want to address. This is a little long. We're going to have to parse through this in order to be able to get it and understand what's really happening. This is chick. She's been popping up on my timeline all the time. And because I did a review on what she said before, for some reason, she's starting to pop up on my timeline. This popped up on my timeline, and I actually did a review video on it on the Anton Daniels channel, but I only got a small clip. Very, very small clip of it that I did a review for, but it's a whole video of this, and I want to share it with you guys. And her name is Donnie Wiggins, and she's some kind of coach when it comes to money. But now she's starting to pop up a lot talking about relationships. I don't know why, because if she's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why would you want to ruin your reputation by talking to relationships? How many of y'all are actually familiar with this chick? Her name is Donnie Wiggins. Let me see.
When you're an entrepreneur, you don't think about it. We're me from the Social Proof Podcast. I'm a business development coach.
Okay.
So this is about to be real interesting because
man,
people get
like
to
that.
see the professional side, but I like talking about the other side.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. So, how'd you get into podcasting?
David made me.
Shout out to Dave.
No, seriously.
For real?
Yeah. So David and I, many people don't know that we have been closely connected since maybe 2014, 2015.
Okay.
And we've been partnering on things since then. Like we used to always do these entrepreneurship events and things together because we have a very similar purpose in life, right? Okay. And so in
Somebody told me that they were like from Eric Thomas's camp or something like that. I don't know how true that is. I'm not sure. I don't know the details behind it, but somebody told me that they're somewhere behind like Eric Thomas's camp. Somebody confirmed that with me in the chat. Do y'all know that this chick, Donnie Wiggins, is from Eric Thomas's camp? Somebody familiarize me with their background, because I'm not as well versed as I should be about these people and where they come from and all this stuff. So if y'all can fill me in and keep me up to date that would be absolutely awesome, and I would be grateful, super grateful for y'all informing me of what's happening out here in these streets.
2019, maybe 2020, he invited me to be a guest on the podcast. And me and David are best friends.
Right,
Shout out
right.
to Sleepers for Suckers.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, sis, like, come do the podcast with me.
Right.
And I'm like, boy, I ain't doing nothing that don't make no money. Like, what are we doing here?
I ain't doing nothing that don't make no money.
I'm not doing anything that don't make no money.
Right.
I couldn't see, like, if I'm being totally honest, I didn't watch podcasts. I didn't even understand what a podcast was.
Right.
And for years, I've wanted my own talk show. Like I've been told, oh, you need a talk show, you know, because what we do on social media. Yeah. And so he's like, all right, you don't get it, but let's just try it out for 90 days. If you hate it, we'll stop. But if you like it, you know what I mean? We'll keep going.
Right.
I started Social Proof Podcast with Dave. And in the beginning, because he had already started, I come in on episode 49. We're almost 500 episodes in now.
Congratulations. That's
Thank
dope.
you,
That's
thank you.
Yeah.
I came in on episode 49.
I want to hear that.
And now I got my own show too, where I'm by myself, and it's up. Like,
how you like
too? I used to live out Camp Creek.
So that's dope. Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
you Westlake. All right, that's dope. Okay. So let me ask you a question. So, like, name some of the companies that you help, like, with business. Like, you know, what made you get into that business side? Like, what made you tap into that?
So it was never anything that I planned for.
Yeah, I'm always, if I see a chick, if I see a woman and she don't have no bra on, but she got a blazer on, that's a red flag for me. That's a red flag for me. If I see a chick that don't have no bra on and she basically got her titties out, but she got something on up under there, nope, don't look like it. That's a red flag for me personally, but we with it. Let's see what she got to say.
What happened was I hardly ever took time off.
Right.
And dude was like, oh yeah, as long as we got coverage. Coverage? Like, as much money as I make this company, and they were on their way. He flew in that way because they were on their way who was in the network marketing industry.
Man, you gotta watch Donnie. Donnie better dig now.
I already know. If I ever gotta get rid of you.
Oh, you know, look, she knows how to do it.
Let me wait, because that might not age well. No.
And she knows. No, I'm just playing.
I watch all of the true crime stuff.
That's dope. That's dope. So look, we got this thing on Fat National. We ask you, are you petty? Are you petty? Got any pettiness with you?
For sure.
Elaborate. You gotta give us one.
For
like,
sure.
Or some petty shit that Donnie has dead. Like,
I can't think of anything that I've done that's petty, but so I tell people I'm really personally developed, right? Meaning I'm emotionally.
Is that the breakdown of pettiness?
I'm so, like, I am the type of petty that you got to think about it on your way home. Like, she said what to me? On the way home,
so
you're
you
going to be
got
like, wait a minute.
She gonna push. Did you say that to me really?
Yeah, no, I am petty and I'm not proud of it, but I can be so petty.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything that I've done recently because I'm not really in situations where I have to be too petty anymore, but don't play with me.
So you good with your words too. You could say something, it won't hit you right then, but when you think about it, like
that's the hardest part of me.
Yeah,
like,
like
I'm so good with words, and I hear that I have this look that I give people on my face, like, I can silently petty your ass to death. All right, like, don't play with me. That's not. Don't go word for word with me.
That's dope. That's dope. She like she got the pettiness down.
Yeah, but on said something when she said you got to think about it, it's like, oh, she good with the words.
She good.
She gonna say something to you, and it's gonna simmer down, and you are gonna think like, wait, hold on.
That's crazy. You see any pettiness
this week? Nah.
Hey, man, it's petty, man. They messing with TD Jakes, man. That's tough, man. That's tough, man. Them folks is tough, man. Hey, man. Man, come on, man. Hey, man, they getting out of hand. But you know what, though?
Grateful for my health and my family can count for both bringing me joy and
come forward and tribe that the people you know.
We're so focused on hitting goals and metrics, and if you don't that day, it's like, oh man, I'll say stuff like that. Period. Yeah. Whether I do or I don't, I'm never saying things. Well, I can't say never. I don't speak in absolutes, but I'm very intentional about trying not to or monitoring the things that I say that speak against what I really, really want. Right? Yeah. So I am such a master manifester. I am a person who I went through this period where I believe in like multiple streams of income. Like, you don't have to just do the one that has, I forget the name of it, but it's the one that has
Word of Mouth, Chicken and Beer.
The first album.
Oh,
amazing. Don't kill me in the comments, but I used to want to be a supermodel.
I
used to think,
don't kill me in the comments.
Don't kill me, because people be like, she ain't even cute. Whatever, I think I'm cute. And I kind of have like that alien look that supermodels have. Like that. It could go either way. You either.
These niggas is simps. These dudes is. Let me not say they simps. They're simping for her. That's what it seems like.
Are you beautiful? This
That's
like
crazy.
but no, seriously. And I wanted to do all those things. So fast forward, when I transitioned into business out of entertainment and fashion, because I also own clothing stores and I used to style a lot of people. So I'm just so grateful. God is really letting me have my.
Donnie don't just sit on everybody's couch, man.
Yeah, that's hard.
Chilling,
that's
and she drinking with us. And you don't even
I'm drinking with y'all. First of all,
good shit.
This is delicious. First of all, they asked me what I drink. Because I guess everybody be drinking on here and get lit, right?
You know how we do. We cater to you when you come to Fat Nasty Podcast.
And so I was like, I didn't want to be that person, but I was like, I really only drink champagne.
Right.
That's what you could have.
First of all, can I show them? Hold on, because not only do I have champagne, but can I show them?
Yeah, of course. Okay. Yeah, look, she got the big box.
Bought me a whole case
of
my favorite.
Clico too. That's limited edition.
I got this Clico, and it's the rich edition, which is not even easy to find all the time.
Come on, man.
And
Nasty, man. We come with gifts.
I cannot wait to have this. Even though he had to lose a bet to make it happen. I honestly was expecting you to be like, dang, I couldn't get to the store in time.
No, we won't do that. We hold our word. Our word, the word is your bond.
Yes.
That's New York. That's a New York slang. I remember I hear my uncle them say that. I was like, man, what do they mean by that? Until you get older and you know, like.
Hey, here's my question. Here's my question in this, because I could already tell that this is about to go south. So here's my question, y'all. How do people acquire a taste for something? I don't know what the taste is. I don't know what it is, right? How do people acquire a taste for something? Like, how do they determine that they like something, that they don't like something? Is it all price-based? Is it based off of your success? Then you start to be exposed to more things. Is it just because you tasted it and eventually you just started liking it more and more and more and more and more? All of that. Like, how do you acquire a taste for the finer things first? Okay, A. And then B, I'm always wondering if somebody gets a return on their investment. Listen, I'm a sucker, so I don't know, right? I don't know how much this stuff costs. What is it called? Clico Rich. How much is this stuff? Clico Rich costs. Let's see. It's from Costco. It's from Costco. Why we acting like it's... It's $72. At least that's what it's telling me on Google. I mean, why we acting like this is a lot of money or that we can't afford it? Google is telling me that this is $72. Champagne, $72. $71 at Crown Wine and Spirits. I've never had this before, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not as cultured as I need to be. Why we acting like this stuff is just like crazy in price and stuff like that? Is this supposed to be a lot of money? No, I'm asking because I don't know. And so I'm leaning to the chat a lot of times to actually give me some insight on what it is that we're talking about. I'm just trying to figure out, is it a lot of money? Okay, so Victim Olympics said that she didn't say that. Y'all assume. Okay, no. Nobody is holding her accountable. And you also got to take into consideration that I've seen pieces of this before. So let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, let's just keep going.
When you say something, you got to stand on that. And if you don't, that's standing on business.
That's standing on business. But we're not gonna overlook the fact that we're drinking Bel Air because we gotta show up for our people. You know what I mean? Right now I'm drinking Bel Air. That's what I chose.
That's what she chose. That's what she chose.
And it's absolutely delicious.
So that's dope.
What about you? What about your
my mental state is dope because 2 days ago my mom flew in for the holidays.
I can't wait to see.
I ain't gonna lie, the holidays be dope because it's to see them in that moment. You take no, I'm out.
Okay, Papa.
Yeah. Right.
Thing too.
Nah, we just always do our own little thing. I got all that.
Keep the sweat away real good.
Doing little stuff like making little hors d'oeuvres and stuff like that.
Not hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, I got
you talking about seafood boil? Like that's what. Let me find out.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
We set the little hot pot up outside.
Yeah,
for sure. Shout out to Chef Striker so much. He can.
That was my second event. I done seen him. He did y'all little y'all date thing that y'all did with
Airbnb.
Yes. Strike is that guy. You hear me? Strike is that guy.
Oh, it was nice. I like him.
Oh gosh.
Icebreaker.
Okay. I thought we just broke the ice.
Are you a good gift giver?
I'm an amazing gift giver.
All right. Oh, we got to talk about this.
Yeah, we got to hear this
from a woman perspective.
What's
a good gift? First of all, are you single?
First of all, I'm so single.
Okay.
And I am.
They about to be in your DM. My fat nasty.
Can you please?
Yeah,
can you please be in my DM?
Yeah, the fat and nasty are about to be in the DM.
This is an invitation, okay? This is a calling, a casting call.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Take her on a date. Man.
Take me on a date. I don't like Cheesecake Factory.
Right, you don't.
But
like
not
it.
for the reasons that people think.
Right.
If we gotta choose, I'll go to Red Lobster.
For real?
Before Cheesecake Factory.
My mama loved Red Lobster.
Listen.
I said, yo, why are you
That's hard, Daddy. You said you'll go to Red Lobster.
Lobster. Upgrade that shit too, though.
I gotta.
You know what? The Red Lobster time, because I ain't gonna lie, before we had all these little spine divots and all that, Red Lobster was. It was top 10.
It was the upper echelon. You know what I mean?
They go get you some cheese biscuits and shit.
That's exactly what I want. Like you want. I love luxurious things and experiences. Right. I do. But every now and then I want to pull up at Red Lobster. Let me get them cheesy biscuits and that Caesar salad because I don't know what they put in their dressing, but they Caesar salad hit different.
It do.
Okay? It do.
And Red Lobster still be bumping. Niggas just got Red Lobster fucked up.
Now they need to change that carpet out on those floors for sure, right?
But
hey yo, 2025 this is we
floor that thing. Get rid of that carpet. But yes, I'm single and I am like this is the first time where I'm really like I'm a relationship girl. I'm a lover girl.
Okay.
I love being in relationships. I love having somebody else to consider. It's so funny because people will say like
first Christmas you ain't gotta give no gifts, huh? No gifts.
This is.
I'ma
still give gifts. I'ma still give some gifts. Okay. But like my friends and people who know me in real life be like, if people only knew how much of a baby you are, like how you just be like, I just want to lay up and curl up and do these lover girl things.
Oh, your shit about
they about to be, that's about to be in your shit. They about to be in your shit. The fat nastiers. That's what we call it.
Let me see. Gifts. So a good gift depends on who you're gifting.
Okay, respect. So yeah, she's a giver.
It depends on who you're gifting. Not everybody's love language is in like the expensive things.
All right, you missed me with the love language. 100%. 100%. The love language, listen, look, guys, a woman that requires you to operate based off of their love language is a red flag. I'm not looking at this and paying attention to anything outside of, like, I'm not evaluating this based off of business or anything like that. I'm looking at purely what she's talking about. Any woman that starts bringing up what their love language is, immediately, that's a red flag. I'm not saying get rid of them. I'm not saying that you shouldn't even have you know what I'm saying, do all of that. I'm saying that from a dating perspective, that is a red flag. Okay, let's continue.
So I like, no lie, I'm gonna just show you one just so you know this isn't cap. Like what I do is I take notes. Let me show you one of my girlfriends. I take notes on my friends. Like I'm gonna observe you. So here is one of my friends, Ernestine, her that she loves. She's a major foodie. She loves the color purple. About you too.
That's crazy. That's notes. That's
yeah,
hard.
it's notes. Like I know that she only wears purple nails and
Hey, why do niggas be acting like they really do be interested in some of this dumb shit that people be saying? Like, oh man, no, that's hard. That's what's up. fam. We get it, bro. You keeping the conversation moving, you keeping her talking. We with you. We rocking with it. But why do dudes be acting like they really be caring about some of this meaningless stuff that some of these people be talking about, bro? Come on, man. Lead her down the path to get some other shit up out of her.
she loves Andy's mint chocolate. Shout out to my girl Aunt with what I know she loves. I have become.
You know how to do the gifting.
Yeah, I have become like expert level of loving you in your love language.
Right.
And I think that's where so many people go wrong in relationships and in gifts. Like, don't buy me this. Well, and so when people are like, don't gift me certain things and I'm not appreciative of it, it's just like,
right.
Why would you give me this?
Right.
I don't want that. Yeah. So I'm really, really intentional because I take gift giving seriously. I believe the best gift that I've given someone, well, my mama, I bought her a house.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh,
that's going to be the best, probably most expensive gift that I've ever purchased. But like in relationships, an ex of mine loved to travel. So I've taken him all, everywhere from Spain to Jamaica and other places. I am like I prefer experiences. Yeah. So
memories.
Yeah. So like, for example,
I always am wondering to myself when a lot of these people are talking about all of these great experiences and the stuff they did for each other. My question still comes back to the original thing. How come it didn't last? Why don't it last? Because everybody says that what they believe in relationships and stuff like that, but nobody is actually married though. Niggas be 30, 40, 50, 60 years old still talking about what they prefer and what their love language is, but they don't be having nobody. They'll sit there and tell you how dry their DMs are. How come nobody, listen, you gave, they gave, or whatever. I want to know. Look, this is what I want to know from people from now on. This is what I want y'all to lean into as interviewers. I don't want to know what people like. I want to know why they broke up. I don't want to know what people like. I want to know why they broke up from now on. That's what I'm curious about. If all of these experiences and everything is going wrong or going right, then why did y'all go y'all separate ways? That's all I'm trying to figure out. You're successful, getting money, got your titties out with the blazer on, all of that. Okay, what is going on and why aren't people getting the results, the ultimate results that they want? Why do they go through this whole thing, but they never ever get to the final destination? They business coaches, they know how to get you over the hump, they know how to get your business together, but they cannot fucking get their own business together when it comes to their own household. That's what I want to know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I've done, like, if I'm taking you on a trip, I'm you ain't got to pack nothing type of person. I got all the clothes. This is in a relationship.
The standards around this chat.
Well, I mean, this is
watch this gift giving, man. Watch this gift giving, man.
Don't be trying to say.
I ain't gonna lie, I got flown out before. You know what I'm saying? My wife flew me out. She put me in the air up there. You know what I'm saying?
So with that particular like gift, each time like I got the trip, but I also like bought all the clothes. Like I noticed you don't really have like footwear for the beach, so I'm gonna take care of that and your boxers. And, you know what I mean? Okay. I'm gonna set it up. Okay. And so I love that, but also small things. Like I've also been in situations where people take their self-care, like men, if we're talking men, take their self-care really seriously. So I'm gonna lay out a whole day for you of all the things that I know that you like. You want somebody rubbing in your beard all day long? We'll make it happen. Like I like that kind of stuff. That's not anything. I don't want you to buy me something. I don't want you to buy me something with somebody rubbing on me all day long. I don't personally enjoy that. I'm a 60-minute massage girl. Don't.
Yeah, these niggas. 43 minutes with Jamie Rose. Yes, very giddy. Very, very giddy.
Buy me no 3-hour massage. I don't want that. Can we split that up? Because I don't want that. But somebody would like that. So I believe that good gifts are you paying attention to what somebody actually likes and doing that.
You know what? That's real. That's real. Because I always do this to my wife. I'm like, what you want for Christmas? She be like, oh, I don't want nothing. So I know things that closet. Stuff she likes Christmas.
Or my friends.
Right.
To like, what should I create? Quality time and gifts? I want both.
Right.
Bring me gifts while we spending quality time. Tell me some good.
Turn your click up, dog.
Tell me some good stuff about myself. You know what I mean?
Reciprocated, correct?
It is always reciprocated. I'm so. I try to be so considerate of other people that consideration is one of those things that I look for immensely at this time of my life. Like if you show me any indication that you don't consider me, get away from me.
Yeah, don't play with me.
Don't play with me.
Yeah, this ain't the plan. This ain't the little, let's go to a date.
For sure.
We dating and playing around. This ain't the time to be playing. That's all right. What about you? You good with gifts? Or?
A great gift giver.
Okay.
Because that's why.
What are we talking about? I'm trying to get to the meat of this.
For sure, as evidenced here.
Yeah, my boy good. My boy.
So when you said clique, I said we ain't getting a regular because I'm a fan of this clique.
Right.
Not only because, granted, my name is on it, Rich. I love it for that. But it also tastes like G shit.
It tastes good.
It's so good.
Yeah, that one is the best.
You can tell it's different though. You can tell it's different.
It's like that one is fire.
It's better than it.
It's cold, and you take a sip of it. It's like, oh.
Yeah,
Can I be honest?
Yes.
So when I met y'all and we talked about getting, I don't even know how we got to you gonna buy me a case or whatever.
Y'all made
that was the bet.
If we made a bet, okay.
Yeah.
So it was we gonna buy a case or whatever I want. I like that language. All right.
Right.
I'm gonna get you what you want.
Right. Okay.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
However, I didn't expect because a lot of people be talking stuff, right?
Okay.
I didn't expect that you were gonna go through with it. Number one, but he hit me earlier this week. And was like, yo, I got to get your case. What do you like? I sat on that message for a minute. Because when it comes to like my champagne and stuff, I like.
Oh, you like certain shit.
I like
what you
I like what I like.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, you can't get what I like at Publix. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kroger ain't got what I like. So I sat on it because one of my character flaws is worrying too much about what the other person can do.
Right.
And
so now, Victim Olympics in the chat, because you've been rocking with that name for a long time since you heard me say it. Are we now clear as to why I made that assessment of why I started looking up what that price is in the first place? Are we now clear of why I started looking up that price in the? Because I was trying to understand, like, what's the big deal? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean that a lot of, like, it's $70? You see what I'm saying? And it's like, so not like we checking pockets now. Let me tell you how I operate. I'm gonna tell you how I operate, and maybe that'll give y'all a little bit of a difference in perspective. Okay. When people ask me what I want, I usually, because I know that people are going to go out of their way to do certain things for me because they look out for me. You know what I'm saying? People actually value me. I value them. And they have this perception that because I maybe have money or something like that, that they got to go all out and spend it based off of some taste that I have, right? Now, there's things that I'll do for myself and that I live, and then there's other things that don't really matter. Like, I'm the type of dude that'll still stop at the Coney Island and get some mozzarella sticks. You know what I'm saying? So when people ask me, hey, what do you want? I usually tell them specifically about things that are not expensive, because the things that is the most meaningful to me is, because if I'm going to do something that costs a little bit more money, I'm going to do that for myself. But I'm still a regular person. We still all put on our pants one leg at a time. So when we starting to have these conversations or we're trying to figure out what's going on out in these streets, you know, I think it's just more courteous to focus on the things that's meaningful to you, but it's not really expensive, because I want people to understand. And it ain't that you don't have the money to get it for me. It's more or less about the fact that it don't take all of that in order for us to have a good time. Yo, we gonna have a good. If it was up to me, I would say, hey, don't give me nothing. Let's just party. But I know that people gonna get something because that's you know what I'm saying, the standard. If you go over somebody's house, for example, you usually don't want to show up empty-handed. You know what I'm saying? You want to get them whatever it is or whatever. Listen, we can get some simple stuff. Yo, give me some Coronas. Hey, can you grab some Coronas with a lime? Because that's what I like to drink. I'm cool with Coronas with a lime. I ain't tripping off all of that because that's what I drink when I go to the bar. Listen, hey, give me a Corona extra with the lime. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So it don't take all of that for us to have a good time. Because we not there to show out for each other. We just there to have a good time. That's it. That's it. When we get together and any of the bag chasers, our streets, it's a lot of people in the chat that kick it with me in person. Y'all know it ain't no net worth that's in the building. It's all about good vibes. I mean, I don't care if you packing packages at night and this guy is a CEO of some major company over there. We all human. We there to have a good time. So I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping off of none of that whatsoever. I'm just going to have a good time and I'm going to do what it is that I do. Listen, water don't cost nothing. We can get us a bunch of waters and we can go and chill. So, man, listen, I mean, you know, when you say, yo, when I say to somebody what I want, and sometimes, you know, what I drink, it don't, listen, it ain't even about that, bro. It ain't about none of that. When it come to other people and preferences and stuff, it's let's have a good time and that's the end of it. Like, I'm not even gonna tell you if I like something in particular, unless like you my brother or something. I'm not even gonna tell you to grab this or whatever. Like, I ain't even on that. I'm just off that, bro. I don't even like when people spend a whole lot of money on me because it makes me feel uncomfortable sometimes. Because it's like, yo, that's not even necessary. I'm not even on that. I'm the type of person that get uncomfortable when people start spending too much money on me. Y'all seen that happen with the Millionaire Morning Show. Y'all seen that happen with the Millionaire Morning Show when people had at one point, and people was like, yo, you got to let people do stuff. At one point when it started getting uncomfortable, and I'm like, hey, hold on, y'all. What we doing? I shut the whole show down because I'm like, listen, I don't ask for this, but I do want to make sure that I appreciate the people because I just want to make sure, like, I'm used to this. We here to have a good time. Now, if you show appreciation for what it is that I appreciate it. But at the same time, I'll be like, oh, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Listen, I want to make sure that we doing this the right way and we not getting out of hand. You know what I'm saying?
And ending up feeling unfulfilled because I'm like, let me just say this so don't put them in a situation where I hurt their feelings if they can't. Yeah. So I sat on it for a minute.
Right.
And then I responded like, whatever, this is what I drink.
Right.
And I'm prepared to show you the at home that this is all I got. Right. Mm-hmm. And so when I sent that and he was like, say less. Thank you.
Yeah, come on, man. This is how we coming.
Because I'm not going to ask something and then if I'm asking, if I say, yo, what do you like? I'm not asking that, and then you tell me something to be like, oh, well, now we're not doing that.
Right.
And you know how many people do that?
Yeah, though? But that's not, I ain't built, that's different.
But you know, that's
because why ask it and you can't provide that?
Right.
Because it's like, yo, don't ask for something. That's just like asking somebody, hey, yo, you, how you paying your rent this month? You good? How much you need? And they be like, well, I need $1,000. You're like, oh, well, shit, I really ain't had that to help. So why did you ask?
I'm not seeing a correlation here, but we gonna roll with. I'm genuinely trying to understand the correlation. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody might have something to listen, man. Come on, man. Stunt culture is crazy, man. Y'all niggas out here trying to stunt for these hoes. And I'm not saying that she a hoe, because that's not what I'm calling her. I'm saying that a lot of y'all be trying to stunt for hoes. And nigga, y'all don't even, a lot of us don't even be having it to give if we just keeping it 100. If we keeping it a buck, a lot of us be in debt trying to impress people that don't even care nothing about us, that you ain't never gonna see again. That wouldn't even pick up the phone if you called them after you let them go. Some of us be doing too much Acting like a band ain't a lot of money to most of us. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We ain't got to do all of that. We ain't even got to do all of that, bro.
Ask me what I needed
why,
for my
why
Don't
you get my
ask.
hopes?
Tell me what you can do.
Yeah,
Right.
just be like, yo, if you
Shaq
need a
got
little help, I have,
500.
yeah, if you need something, I have
got
a little
five,
something
right,
towards that. Don't
right.
ask that question. It's being intentional, and I've learned that. It's like what you ask.
And there's
is
nothing
what you
wrong. And
receive.
I hate to say this,
Y'all
but
got to stop trying to impress these women. Yo, be who you gonna be in front of them. Whoever you are, just be that with them. Nigga, listen, I promise you, they not gonna look at you no different just because you spending money on them. Look, on everything. On everything. They're not going to look at you any different if you decide that you keep your money in your pocket, unless they was coming into it with an expectation in the first place. The same dudes that's not spending no money are the same dudes that's able to get everything up out of them, family. Y'all think that y'all is doing something by impressing these women, and all you got to do is be authentically you, and don't even care if they impress in the first place. We ain't got to do all of that, fam. Real talk.
like when she said, like, if you dating somebody and you been around somebody, I know what my wife like. So if I walk in the house with some bullshit, I'm gonna get a bullshit response. Yeah. There's no Reeboks for me. She said all this. I got shit like years, nigga.
Of the man against the woman.
It shouldn't be like that.
Especially black men against black women, right? And all these debates on what I'll accept and, oh, you too good for this, that, and the other. Here's what I think. I think that you got to qualify the person that you're dating. I think you got to qualify the person that you're attempting to deal with. And you got to ask yourself, am I the person that can deal with a her? Or am I the person that can deal with a him, right? There's this meme that goes around on social media. That's the realest thing. It's really silly, but it's the realest thing. It says, if you see that I am a woman who likes materials, why would you come around me without any materials?
Right.
No real shit.
What's wrong?
No, but that's
because you still busting it down. Because you still busting it down for a real one that ain't giving you nothing. And we know who you are under all of the guys, under all of the extras, under all of that other stuff. We know and you know who you dealing with. You know who you can get it out of and who you can't. Listen, you can say that you like I don't know any woman, not one, that is on social media out here capping, that is not going to say that they like material things. I don't know any woman that's not going to say that they don't like nice things. It ain't a woman in the world that's going to sit here and not going to cap to you and act like they didn't already been to Dubai and that they these high-end women and all of this stuff. Every last one of them likes nice things. What are we talking about? That's not what I'm offering them. Actually, I'm not offering anything. We just gonna chill out and we gonna vibe. And if something happened, then it happened. But I'm not offering nothing. Unless I can get a bag with you, unless we getting some money together, unless we collabing and there's some mutual benefit that come along with it, then we can start figuring out how we can spend some money. But other than that, man, I'm not about to sit here and what do you mean? If you know that I'm a girl that likes nice, what girl don't like, what dude don't like nice things? That don't even make sense. Everybody like nice things.
It's real. And so I think that we
they're gonna agree with everything, right? Yeah, I feel that.
We overemphasize these things because you're barking up the wrong tree.
Right.
I like experiences.
Right.
So when we said earlier, hit my DMs, if you're not a man that likes to provide experiences, don't hit my DMs.
Well, that go for me and all of my guys. No. I think you got this wrong, baby. Listen, and I get it. Listen, everybody deserves their preferences. That's why you single. For me, it's a little bit different. Now, I like providing experiences for me. I'm going to be absolutely honest. I'm not looking to figure out what you like. I don't care. I never asked you what your love language is. If a chick hit me up and she'd be like, hey, you never asked me what my love language, I didn't know that I was trying to figure out what your love language was. I make experiences for me. Now, if you just so happen to be around me when I'm having these great experiences, then drink up and enjoy. It's enough for all of us here. But I'm not going out of my way to provide an experience for you. And so she's qualifying y'all. Hey, if y'all not ready to make sure that you create an experience, then don't hit her line. Don't hit her DM. She high key now, not low key, high key. High key. From foreclosure to millions. We got different tastes now. That's why I was asking in the beginning of this live stream, what qualifies us to have a different taste, different taste buds, different experiences, all of that.
Because I am an experienced woman. You know what I mean? Like, don't come over here trying to change what I like.
Right. Yeah. I'm grown.
Here's the thing. You got to do some due diligence.
Right.
So if you're on my page and you see that my page is full of experiences that I've provided myself or done, why would you come over here without any experiences?
Yeah.
Like, why would you come over here and think that I am
You
the
didn't even
type?
take the time to think and figure out what I really like. You don't even really
Yes.
like. Just...
Why would you come over here and think that I'm the type of person or the type of woman that wants to be texted all damn day? Where do you see any indication of that?
That's not experience.
Social media gives you a glimpse into the life of what people actually enjoy.
Right.
So if I'm not your vibe, that's okay. That doesn't make me.
No. Most people on social media is capping. And they taking pictures in front of other people's cars pretending like it's theirs. And they spend 2 days over in a place and they act like they've been there for 2 months. And they taking enough pictures to continue to post it even when they're not there no more. It's the statistics say that credit card debt has exploded to the biggest point that it's ever been in life. There's more people getting evicted than ever. How is a nigga supposed to know that you don't like to be texted? Not saying that I'm going to text you anyway. How is a dude supposed to know that you don't like to be texted through your social media profile? It's getting late. It's getting late. Is there anything else to parse out of this?
And what my vibe is wrong, and it doesn't make you who want to text all damn day wrong either. Just go find the woman who you see posting screenshots of text messages all day. You'll never see that here.
Right.
You see me on planes all the time.
Right.
You see me in sweatsuits. So you want to buy me a gift, buy me a sweatsuit. You see, I like that.
Right.
But you also see that I like red bottoms and stuff like that too.
Right.
Why would you buy me Skechers? Do you see Skechers? And do you see evidence of that anywhere?
Right.
Later on in this podcast, she said that she had on some Amazon stretch pants. Later on, so I reviewed this earlier, this later part. I didn't see this part that she's talking about now, but I think I reviewed the later part. Let me see.
I'm already disciplined. I'm disciplined for both of us. I bring something to the table, but you could clear all of this, so you can flip this whole thing over. You want more?
Doesn't mean you're an adult yet. You know what I'm saying?
Admires. And this may not be who you or I admire, but these are the examples that we've seen on TV. So early on, we saw reality shows with the Trump family. Where did his kids live? This is how the day finna go.
35, 40,000 followers. It
got to be one of y'all.
I know some niggas.
One of y'all got to be able to tell me what we finna eat today. Why I gotta think about what you
partner, man. Come through.
I don't. It's just certain. For me, it's like a mindset.
Right.
I'm so attracted to people that I can learn something from. I don't like closed-minded individuals.
Yeah.
So when there's somebody, like there was somebody recently who tried to take me on a date and he's like, yo, I only take women on coffee dates. It's an immediate no, lose my number for me, because I appreciate.
It's taking a Starbucks?
And it has
like one coffee spot in the world with Dunkin' Donuts?
It has nothing to do with how much money you plan to spend on me. It has everything to do with you telling me that I typically take women on dates. I'm not a typical experience, baby, and I need you to see that out the gate. So don't.
All right, that's enough for me. That's enough. Listen, The reason why I do this show pretty much every other day is because I get overloaded with craziness. I'm taking a lot of content on a daily basis, and I hear a lot of bullshit every single day. Every single day. All day. Every day. And it's crazy because I don't understand y'all no more. I am so confused. Ain't nobody successfully married. Ain't nobody in successful relationships. But everybody got all of these preferences and all of these thoughts of what's happening. We got to balance it out, y'all. So and that's why we do it in the morning. We get our stuff back together. Shout out to shout out to TTE Simp said, that's my boo, Anton. My boo. Started off with, yo, shout out to you, TTE Simp. I appreciate you. Listen, we got to balance it out. So then I can get to the money in the morning time, and then we can focus on that, and then we can get back to the ratchetness. Well, tomorrow night we gonna get it in, because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely positively sick of it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand what's going on in these streets. I don't know how y'all just continuing to validate this bad behavior. But we do got to detox. I know it's some people that got to get up early in the morning. This is why it's important for us to tap back into the Millionaire Morning Show so we can get some sense of normalcy out in the streets and we can get to the bag. For all of the bag chasers, I'm uploading the live stream that we did last night into the Patreon or earlier today into the Patreon so y'all can rewatch that. It's chock full of information. Too much information, in my opinion. And then we got the Millionaire Morning Show in the morning, man. Listen, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Messi. Says, on my way, Anton, go to sleep. I'm on it, baby. I'm on it. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If y'all have not already, make sure y'all subscribe to this platform. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then we alternate between Friday and Saturday, so we figure that out, all right? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to see y'all in the morning, man. Stay focused. Peace.